Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And welcome. Tonight, we have a lot to talk about. Investments. That's what we're going to talk about this evening. Assets, investments, and what the Feds say. Let's talk about it. And welcome, everybody. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And I want to thank you all for being here on another Friday Night Live. And of course, please share the videos because we got to help millions of other people. There's a way out of the rat race, as the last video said. There's a way out of being ordinary, but you have to put in the work. So we're going to talk about some of this tonight and how we can do some investments. There's plenty of assets on the table, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk about it this evening. But first, let's get down. Let's see who's in the house. Wilson Coos here. He's got the icon next to his name. And if anybody would like to add the icon next to your name, I guess I should mention it. You can join the channel. That's how you get the icon next to your name. Thank you so much, Wilson Coos, for being here this evening. Andreen Miller's in the house with the icon next to her name as well. Thank you so much for being here this evening. And I appreciate your support as well. Tanisha Lyles is also in the house early this evening, not driving around. But thank you so much for being here once again. 7 Streams of Dreams of Income is in the house this evening. Let's go. That's right. We're going to make it happen again. N. Smith in, welcome. Ready to learn. That's right. Curtis Davis is in the house as well. Good evening, all. Mr. Financial, Victor Marrero. Hello, Eric, everyone. Let's rock. That's right. I got something for you, Victor Marrero. We're going to go over them 1-bedrooms. All right. Thanks for having the channel. No, thank you. I can only have the channel when I have a little bit of support. So I appreciate your support. And also, I thank you so much for your financial support as well, because you have the icon next to your name. Without you guys, this would not even be possible because, you know, it's no fun to play by yourself. All right. Tanisha Lyles, just want to. Right on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about this. We got assets that we have to accumulate, but I'm going to go down a little bit different line than we normally talk about. You guys know we can talk about anything. Always. Everything's on the table. But, you know, I like to start this out a little bit with some other things. Here to learn, locked in, Jason Insminger. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here, and the icon next to his name as well. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into it a little bit. Here's what I want to do, because people started freaking out in the stock market. I just got to tell you like it is. I'm trying to think, 20% decline in my portfolio, something like that. It's about 20%. That's almost correction territory, ladies and gentlemen. This is why for the last week or two I've been making videos talking about, is it time to be afraid? What are you going to do when the stock market goes down? This is the kind of thing that you have to think about as an investor, right? Now, we all know the rule, I hope. You should have been buying more. Somehow NEO goes all the way down to $31 today. Buying opportunities. NVIDIA, in fact, members who have that nice little icon next to their name, they could actually look and see what I bought today. But it was NVIDIA, Apple. I can't remember the other ones. But it was just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Everything has dropped almost down to the last 6-month lows. All because the bond markets has increased and people get afraid. But then the feds come out and say, well, you know, there's no problem with the bond market. Yeah, that's because what they're going to do is they're going to do control over that They're going to control the yield curve, ladies and gentlemen. So meanwhile, the people who do not have those diamond hands, they're jumping out the market because your portfolio goes down. I'm hoping you didn't sell low. And if you did sell low, I hope you sold at a profit, because a lot of us, even though the prices went down, we're still ahead. So again, and if you know the history, which you should know by now because you're a Stop Struggling Now channel viewer, supporter, then you would know 100% of the time when the stock market goes down, it goes back up. But it just depends on if you're willing to wait. Are you willing to wait 6 months, 1 month, 1.5 years, or 3 years? But no matter what, it's gonna go back up 100% of the time. Of course, we're going by history. And of course, I'm no financial planner, advisor, or anything like that. I'm just a guy on YouTube. We have to give these disclaimers. But the point I'm trying to make, you can go look up the stats yourself, and you will know that it always comes back. Now, let's get into this a little bit. All right? I actually had a different screen on, but I'm going to switch it right now, because I'm going to go to an article that came out a few days ago, because rarely do I go to articles, but I have to on this case. It's regarding the bond market. So I just want you guys to be prepared on what's going to happen. All right? So you can see Fed policy could be coming in response to bond market turmoil, economist says. So this is what the 1%ers do. Top 10 percenters, this is what they do. They know the stock market's going to go down when there's some bond market turmoil, right? They're going to let you, the ordinary citizen, sell because you see your portfolio dropping 5%, 10%, 15% or more, and you start freaking out because they rely on you to freak out so then they can buy at lower prices. You have to remember, these guys are not smarter than you. They had no way to know NEO, the marijuana stocks, and things like that were going to go up 300% in less than 3 or 4 months. So they missed out on it. Majority of them missed out on it. So what do? You manufacture a way for the market to go down. And so they just let the bond market run wild for a second. So you can see in this article, notice the headlines to give you guys some FUD. But what's going to happen, notice this, the moves that could happen March 16th through 17th in the Federal Open Market Committee meeting. See, that's about 10 days from now, a whole nother week. And then they're going to give this, well, we don't have no worries, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, the market's just going to act like normal. It could go up, it could go down. But meanwhile, people are going to be in FUD territory. All right? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I know some of you are watching going, hey, you know what that other also means, right, Eric? But in our case, we're talking about fear, uncertainty, and doubt right now. So meanwhile, they're writing up these articles, making you have some sort of uncertainty, some unease, because nobody likes to lose money. But once you guys realize it's all a game to make sure you sell so they can buy cheaper, then you start thinking, well, wait a minute, shouldn't I be buying right now? Yes, you should. All right, let me see if I have this on screen for you guys to see so you can see this. But I just wanted to point this out. All right, so don't be misled. The Federal Reserve, in case you have never read that book, Jekyll Island, I suggest you get it, because the Fed is basically the top 1%ers themselves. That's why nobody knows who it really is, but it is them. So they're not going to lose the money. They own 50% of the stock market. Come on now. They know as the stock market goes, their wealth goes. So now you know what's going to happen. So I just want to bring this up again in case any new person is confused as to who's running this market, who's running the casino. So you need to get in right now. All right. So you have about a week or two. Let's just put it that way. All right. So if anybody has any misunderstandings about this, please let us know because we can talk about it tonight. But the fact of the matter is, once the Fed announces that they're going to do some yield curve control, and once Congress says there's going to be stimulus money, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think is going to happen with the stock market? It'll rise. This is all predictable. But then again, I'm just some guy on YouTube. So let's talk about some other things. And these are assets, ladies and gentlemen. So we're talking about stocks. Those are assets. Real estate, that's assets. Even art is assets. Collectible vehicles, otherwise known as hypercars, known that they cost $500-600 $1 million. There's only a few of them made. So therefore, if you even hold on to them and drove it for a few thousand miles, you can sell it for more. There's cards, baseball cards, that people are selling for a lot more. So there's things that are assets. Bonds are even considered assets. All right. So let's see. What are we going to talk about tonight? And I'm going to get into something. And I'll go in and see who else has joined us for this evening. All right. Evening, folks. Let's see. Who did I miss here? Evening, folks. Ronald Anderson's in the house. I love it. What's up, player? What's up to you too, player? All right. Ronald Anderson with the icon next to his name. Curtis Davis, dollar cost averaging down, otherwise known as DCA. Exactly. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the top 10 percenters do it. That's how you need to do it. All right. L. Ben is in the house. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. Glad to see you here. Victor Marrero, Tesla dropped below 600. That's right, Victor. Information technology sector is getting hammered. I unloaded on my ETFs this week. Victor Marrero, you were supposed to buy more. All right. I don't know what ETFs you unloaded, but as everybody knows, I bought more Apple, more Tesla today, and I bought something else. I just can't remember because, I don't really keep track like that. That's why I wrote it down now under the community tab. And I actually put a date too. So then this way in the future, I can always go back and look and say, hey, on this day, I bought this, so I know about what the price was. Like Tesla, he's right. It was $598 a day that I bought it at. It was lower than that, actually, but I didn't get in. NVIDIA was lower. That's another one that I got in today. Apple, 121. It's back to almost pre-split levels. This is incredible. And this is unbelievable to me. So, Square, that was the other one. Thank you. Here we go. Curtis Davis mentioned Square. So it was, Square, NVIDIA. I didn't get in PayPal. I should have. But it's okay. And here comes some more. Ronald Anderson, CCIV. I'm waiting for the rebound. Exactly. You should be getting CCIV actually went down. Pelletier went down. I mean, it's like a whole slew of things that people can invest in right now that is going to be the future. You guys know how we do this. Artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, chips, autonomous driving, space, all of it went down, ladies and gentlemen. This is so the top 10 percenters can get back in. They didn't know all these industries were going to go up 100, 300% in months. They figured they still had another year. They were keeping their money in some other stuff. Now, so bottom line is, where are you going to be next week? Because the time is now. All right. So those ETFs, you got to let me know which one they were. Buy more, Tesla, exactly, all of them. L. Ben has it all right. Tesla, Microsoft, Square, Neo, Apple, NVIDIA. Get them all. He's right. I agree. 100% charge point even. Exactly. CHPT. That's the new symbol. Just charge point merged with SBE with switchback. So you have to get them. CHPT. Exactly. They also dropped. They all dropped. This is the future. This is incredible. Even marijuana stocks are at 50% what they went up to. They still almost came back to where we bought them like 4 or 5 months ago. It's incredible. I meant to say I bought a lot more this week. That's what I like to hear. I did. ARC. Yes. VGG. Yes. VOO. My man, Victor. Exactly. I was getting ready to say, you're a top 10 percenter. I'm sure you know better than to be selling off right now. Right on. Exactly. Can't go wrong. And in fact, man, I love that woman, Kathy Wood. She did a video. I don't remember the date, ladies and gentlemen, but ARK Fund or ARK Invest has their own YouTube channel. And she does once a week, she does her own little preview. And you should hear what she is saying. She is bullish on a whole bunch of things. She's buying more of a lot of things that we're talking about right now, like Tesla. I mean, and the genome projects. I mean, she's going crazy right now. She doesn't believe anything that's going on, you know, just like what I'm talking about tonight as well. She has a different twist on it, but she's basically just going, well, this is perfect time for us to buy more. That's all she's doing. It's a beautiful thing. And she gives you reasons, perfect logical reasons, and lays it out for you, while she believes it's going to go one way, but her contemporaries, other hedge funds, they believe it's going to go the other way. So this is a very interesting thing. I've always said everyone should invest based on how they want to invest. A lot of people don't feel comfortable investing. But while I'm thinking about it, I'm 16 minutes in. Please smash that like button so we get the YouTube algorithm going, so we know, so you guys let people know that you are watching. And then what are we going to talk about? Also, what did I forget? Down below in the description, in case you're new, you can get your free stock from Robinhood and Webull. And don't forget, we're going to get into crypto too, but get your free $10 from Coinbase. What can I say? Those are the freebies that you can get just by signing up. All right. Now, let's see what else we got. Did a little hedging by buying Bank of America, Barclays, XLE Energy ETF. I'm down with that. You're all good. They're manipulating the oil. So when oil goes up, ladies and gentlemen, everything else starts going up. So they started manipulating that. And in case you did not have, if you didn't have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and all the other banks about 7 months ago, when they were all down, people know WFC went down to $21. And I was saying, buy more. Now look at it. 50 something now. Crazy. Doubled your money. Okay. But still we have losers because we have, well, are we really losing? Let me explain something. Let's get this losing part out the way. If you bought, I'm trying to think what happened. Okay, NEO. If you bought NEO at $25, which some of us bought NEO when it was $3 and $5 and $10, but if you bought NEO when it was $30, NEO went all the way up to $60. Then NEO dropped all the way down to $31 today, and some people could have bought it $31. At the end of the day, it went up to $38. Somebody could have already got 25% on their money, 30% on their money in less than 5 hours. So if somebody bought it $31, did they really lose? If they bought it 38 months ago, or, well, it wasn't 8 months ago, but if they would have bought it 30 and 3 months ago, and just because it went up to 60, then came all the way back down to 31, and now it ends up at 38, they're still ahead. So why panic? The only reason people panic is because when they had those, let's call it 10 shares, and they spent $300, and then they saw their shares go up to $600, and then it dropped all the way back down to $400, it appears that you're losing money. But you forget that you actually bought in at $300. So you're still $100 ahead. But see, psychological games. You're still winning. There's no reason to panic sell. Stay in the game, ladies and gentlemen. They want you to sell. Don't do it. All right. Andy Ortiz, yo, what's up, guys? What's up, Andy Ortiz? Thank you so much for being here on the Friday Night Live with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much. Made 450 on NEO call option today. All facts. Jason's Inchman here. Thank you so much. Exactly. Opportunity knocking like a door's opening for you. It's crazy. All right. That's all I can say about that right now. But we'll get into the stock market. But here's what I wanted to get into. Something else. This is for Victor Marrero and everybody else that wants to invest in offshore real estate. This has to do with property in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. So let me see if I can get it on screen for us. All right. This is a project right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is another asset. The reason why I call it an asset is because I have no intention of living there. The only intention, I didn't buy it Central Park. The only intention of real estate, in my opinion, is to rent it out so you have streams of revenue coming in. So in case of bad times, you could potentially have streams of revenue, additional streams. All right, so this is Central Park. And the reason why Central Park was very interesting is because the fact that they had one bedroom. Well, I thought they had one bedroom units. Okay, they kind of fooled us. The one bedroom units they had on their board, it said 350 square feet, and I was like, that's an awfully small one bedroom, but they were $57,000. So I was sitting there going, $57,000, and we're in downtown Central Park. This is insane. I mean, downtown Punta Cana, and literally, ladies and gentlemen, they really are downtown. We're talking about, I'll even show you what we're talking about here. Let me get to the screen. So I'll scroll through some of this. Here's Coco Bongo, which I always call Congo Bongo, but it's Coco Bongo. This is literally 2-minute walk from the Central Park condos. And this is inside for all you guys that like to party. They have shows in there and a nightclub. Here's a little lake that the restaurants sit on. And they're going to expand this. This is the Dolphin Swim Adventure. Dolphin Discovery, I guess is what they call it. And this is something that is going to be out there as well. The Aqua Park, which is one of the reasons why I had to start thinking, well, why would you stay at the beach? The Aqua Park, which you have to pay for, is sitting right here. So then I was thinking, well, wait a minute, this other place, Central Park, is right downtown. And now here's the site plan. And here's what I want to say. All of the one bedrooms for $57,000 are sold out. Well, they're studio units is what I should say. They're studio units. They're not one bedrooms, but they are all sold out. And also, the broker who has this account is not sharing. He's not giving it up to other brokers. So this is why my real estate agent, Andrea, is not with this brokerage company, so they can't sell it. So you have to go through the guys that are selling it. They're not letting it out yet, and they have every reason not to, because as soon as they put this on the market, all the one bed or the studio units for $57,000, people are buying them up. They don't have to market it. And they only did, which when they sent me over the information, I thought they were sold out, but I'm happy to report, if you can see down here on this section here, the S1, if you can see this section, let me see if I can get it. This section right here is S1. That's the first phase. Guess what? This is the only phase that's sold out. They have still phase 2, phase 4, phase 5. Unbelievable. And 3 and 6. Well, 6 isn't going to count because that's an actual center where they're actually going to have office space or some commercial spaces in this white building here. But the point I'm trying to make is we still have time. We can get in. I will do a special video on this so you guys will have the guys' information because they're not sharing. But they did share with me about this is only the first phase that's sold out. So and they have 2 bedrooms available. And 2 bedrooms, it escalates. As soon as you go to a 2-bedroom, it's $199,000, $187,000. All right, that's how fast it goes. That's why everybody bought up the studio units, because it's Airbnb friendly, and you're literally a 2-minute walk to all the restaurants, Coco Bongo, and all the other little places there. And the shopping center is right next door, which means it's a 4-minute walk to get to the grocery store. And well, there's Banco Popular. There's a bunch of other places in that same shop. It's a little mall, actually. So there's clothes there. There's shopping there as well. So you're right where you need to be So I would highly recommend this deal here. So I'm just waiting for when they open up the second phase, but this time we're not going to lose. All right, so you guys can see they're calling them 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms, but the reality is it's studios and 2 bedrooms. So either you pay around 57, 60,000. I'm sure the second phase is going to go up, but you pay around 60,000, or you're going to have to pay 200,000. So that's your only choices. There's nothing in between. And quite frankly, all the studio units are going to sell out like hotcakes. So you're going to have to be ready to pull the trigger on this. And what's pulling the trigger? Well, you need cash flow. And you're probably going to need, I don't remember the number because since I can't buy it, I didn't pay attention. But you're going to need anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000, I'm pretty sure. All right, so now look at this master plan, ladies and gentlemen. See how close this is? All right, there's something that's kind of missing on here that I find fascinating. The reason why I find this fascinating, do you see how close this is to the aqua park? This is how close this is. This is incredible. You're right downtown in the middle of everything. All right? So you guys have to think about this. This is a prime time real estate. What they don't show on here, which I know about, is there's other buildings that are going to be for sale. They're not for sale yet. See these? These are going to be for sale. Another project, not by them. So hopefully you guys understand. This is about to go downtown. And I don't know if there's going to be another property that you'll be able to get in, even if it's a studio. And a studio only sleeps 2 people, unfortunately. But even if it's a studio, I don't know who else is going to offer this type of pricing for being right downtown. A person will not have to leave, literally, unless you want to go to the beach. So I'm just going to scroll right through here so you guys can see what's going on, where there's going to be a lobby. There's not much to this. It's just simple. There's a pool, as you can see, double-sided type pool. You can see this is pretty simple. So I'll have this PDF up on the Stop Struggling Now website, but I'll do a special video so then everybody can see this. But I just wanted to get you guys, it's 6 levels high. And don't worry about this $23,000. This is an add-on if you're on the top floor, if you have a penthouse unit. That's the 2-bedroom. And then you want the jacuzzi deck, some green area, some lockers, which I find fascinating. But here's the floor plans for the studio. See how simple it is. This is how you get 300 and around 330 square feet. You can see $57,000. So you can count on the second phase is probably going to be 62, something like that. And you can already see they have another block is 59,000. So you can see it's going to escalate. Here's 158, but it's already escalated. 158s are all sold out. 167s, it's all sold out. They're not selling these for 158 or 167 anymore. Sold out. The penthouse suites cost more. And here you go. It's only 1,000 down. Now you see why everybody took it. 1,000 done. 10% within 15 to 20 days, in case you can't read the Spanish. All right. And then during the construction, you owe 30%. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about if you had a $60,000, that's $18,000. This is all non-qualifying. March 2023, ladies and gentlemen, is 2 years. That's 24 months. So you can already do the 18,000 divided by 24. That's not 1,000 a month. So you're talking about, what is that? 700 a month, 750, something like that. And then at the end of 2 years, you're going to only have 60% LTV, and anybody on the planet should be able to get a loan for 60% LTV. And the price will already have risen because they're going to sell the next units for more. So you might already have a profit built in beyond 60%. It might be you only have a 50% LTV when this is all said and done. All right. So I just had to bring this up. These are assets that anybody can get. And here's that little white building that you saw. You can see they're calling it a corporate park where there's a lobby. There's going to be a boardroom in here. There's a conference room. So it's going to be, if you have business to do, this is a perfect location. So this might work out for a lot of people. If you want to get a 2-bedroom, how awesome. If you want to just get the studio, how awesome. Either way, this is downtown prime territory. And here we go again. This is the white commercial complex. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. I should have not taken that long, but hey, it is what it is. All right, there's a corporate park, just a nice little park. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see they're renting out and selling part of the offices there. So, again, you could actually have an office in downtown Punta Cana if that's a thing that you want to do. Oh, and here's the broker right here, Apartamentos RD. That's them. All right. But I have the WhatsApp and all that of the guy, but we won't talk about that right now unless I pull it up on my phone. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, that's another asset that anybody can acquire. No credit check, no nothing's going to be needed. So you do need cash flow, though. You do need cash. You're going to need money. So that's what the number one thing is. All right. I know I went a little long on that, but I had to show you guys because Victor Marrero asked me about that last week or on Wednesday, and I told him on Friday I'm going to talk about it. All right. Let's see. Made 450 on Neo call option today. All facts. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. Do you like ITRM? Yes, I do. Prince Aaron's in the house. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. All right. Joshua Felder's in the house with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate your support. Joshua Felder, crypto and DeFi is here to stay. It's here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. So get your Celsius link down below. That's Celsius Network. Why Celsius Network? Because when you just send over $200 or more, they give you free $30 in Bitcoin. All right? Please use my link down below. And the best part, you could earn interest on your money daily. Up to, well, American citizens, the highest you can earn is 13.55%. If you're not an American, then you can earn like 17% on your money. All right? I'm still been trying to get Mr. Machinsky on the Friday Night Live unprotected so we can ask some questions here. He likes to protect himself on the Celsius Network YouTube channel. I still send him an offer. So we got to go on Twitter, which I should actually do. Hey, you guys got to go on Twitter and send him a message or retweet what I tweeted to him. Hey, man, come on here live. Stop being protected. You know, he doesn't strike me as a guy that would need protection. I just want to ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? I have questions. Not bad questions, just questions. I want to know where you're keeping the money at. Well, not where you're keeping the money for real, but I just want to know if people have their money there, how do we know it's locked down? Because the worst thing that's going to happen, just like one of the bank robbers said, why do you rob banks? Because that's where they keep the money. Same thing. All right. So once you start out with 1 million, 50 million, 100 million under management, all of a sudden people are trying to break in your vault. So it's going to be bad. A lot of people send over millions of dollars potentially. Next thing you know, we don't want it robbed. So I want to know how he does it or what's the safeguards are. Josh Sasua has a booming tourist market there too. Jason Insminger, you're right about that. You're exactly right. Let's talk about the Sasua Ocean Villas. That was one that I was interested in because they also have awesome things. It's outside in Cabaretta, but that's Sasua Ocean Villas. Exactly. But my thing was that's a little bit different to get to, and it costs more to fly into than Punta Cana. I just like Punta Cana's a little more built for tourism. At least that's what they've been doing. It's not like Sasua area. So, but there's nothing wrong with any of the areas over there. I mean, some people are buying in Santo Domingo even. But Cabarete, Puerto Plata, Sasua, all good stuff too. And they have the same deals over there as well. Ample Coin, Xcur Coin, I am paying very close attention to. You guys might want to check them out. Joshua Felder always dropping the gems with the crypto. I haven't heard of Ample or Xcur. You always drop these every Friday night. You give me some coins I never heard of. But we'll have to check them out. Okay. Punta Cana property depreciating value like crazy. That's correct. You know there's a theme park coming to Punta Cana, right? It's called Kadmandu Park, and Orlando company is building it. No, I did not know that. I do not. Let me know where's it going to be, because it could be downtown, but they'd have to take over. But let me know where, because there's only, off the freeway, there's plenty of land off the freeway. So, and the freeway going up towards Hard Rock, the freeway going up to Macau, there's plenty of open land still. So it would be nice if it was up towards that area. That would make it even better for us. So let me know if you know where Kadmandu Park's going to be. I'll look it up too. Hello, my beautiful family. Glad to be here. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. Love it with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for your support as well. Thank you for having me. Prince Aaron, you're always welcome here in the house, man. You know how it is. You drop the gems as well. And by the way, this is one of the reasons why you want to share these videos and let other people know what time it is and when these live streams are going, because there's gems dropped during the live stream that can help other people. And all they need is a note and a pad, and write them down and just do your little due diligence and see if any of this is for you, and then make the investments and then sit back. Don't come back to me in like 3 months going, hey, Eric, the stock went down, or 6 months. These are long-term plays, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if the price goes up enough and you feel good with whatever the profit is, there's nothing wrong with selling. So it's all your own investment styles. All right? Just keep that in mind. Trying to see your shirt. It's that available for purchase? Yes. CEO of my life. It's available. You can go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website and check out SSN merchandise. That's where it's available. $25, no shipping, no additional tax, $25. And right now they come in black only. All right. And we even have a turquoise for women with the V-neck that's available. And sadly, I'm going to have to fire the next guys that do my stuff over in Fort Myers. They just told me they can't get my second order together. So we got our CEO of my life order together, but they can't get my hard work equals entrepreneur together. So sadly, I'm going to have to look for somebody new. So again, this is screen printing. This is not that hard. But apparently a lot of people, they're inundated with so many people trying to process T-shirts. So I can't really blame them. But they can't really afford to hire enough people to run their operation, so it's a catch-22. And then they can't find the T-shirts. The merchandise that they need to print it up, there's a shortage. So it's a catch-22 all the way around. But anyhow, this is available. So thank you so much for mentioning that, along with the emerging millionaires, along with the no fear, no excuses. All of it's available. Go to the Stop Struggling Now website. Thank you so much. The CEO of my life, best T-shirt. Curtis Davis. Thank you. Curtis Davis has one. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So here's what we're talking about. Anything you want to talk about, as usual, because a lot of people may not know artwork is assets as well. We have real estate. We have stocks. We have bonds. We even have crypto. And crypto even dropped last week, or even right now. Let's go check out. I don't even know what happened. We don't do daily, really, but I'm going to go to Coinbase. Get your free $10 from Coinbase. The link is down below in the description. Go get that. No reason not to. Let me see what we got going on here today. I got to remove this, huh? Okay. All right, let's go with this. I'm going to share the screen with you from Coinbase. We'll see what the I almost wanted to say, see what the scores are. Well, let's see what we're talking about today. Look at this. They say market down 2%. There's something called Terra with 23% gain. Okay, that's interesting. And let's see. Bitcoin back up to 48. Ethereum back up to 15. All right. Well, they did drop to 45.46 earlier this week, and Ethereum was under 1,400. Cardano back up over $1, which is ADA, by the way. If you can get it, you should buy it. You should be getting some ADA. Polkadot back to 30-something. DOT's another one. Chainlink back up to 27. Okay. Stellar's still at 40. Dogecoin back to 5 cents. That's expected. Aave down to 300 and something. It was over 400 earlier. So there's plenty of opportunity here as well, ladies and gentlemen. Here stayed at $4. Wow. That used to only be like $2 just seemingly like 2 months ago or something. It was crazy. That's moved up fast. So again, crypto's an asset as well. Since you can borrow against it, it's always an asset. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Have you looked into DeFi, Prince Aaron? Of course we looked into DeFi. That's what we've been talking about. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my Voyager link, so I didn't put the Voyager link down below. But that's another place that you can earn interest on your money. Nexo is another place, but Nexo today announced that they're going to lower their interest. That's disturbing. That doesn't make me happy. So that means I might have to send everything to Celsius Network. We'll see. All right, here we go. Buy the dip on stocks and crypto. It's a clearance sale. Exactly. Exactly. He's thinking like a top 10%er. It's definitely a clearance sale right now, ladies and gentlemen. You may not believe it, but just keep in mind, what if you knew the stock market was going to go up? No matter what the price is, no matter what happens the next week, next day, even if the stock market drops another 20%, what if you knew that it's still going to go up if you just sit back and relax for a year or two? Either way, you're not going to lose. All right? If you don't know the stats, that's why you would be afraid. And this is why the top 10%ers, the guys who own hedge funds and mutual funds and index funds, this is why they aren't afraid to invest $50 million in companies, $25 million, $100 million into companies. Just like companies. In fact, let me go to something. BTC and ETH are gaining traction again. Exactly. Have you heard of cloud mining? Yes. Yes, I have. In fact, Amazon is messing around with that. And there's a few other companies, Microsoft, but they don't tell people. What's the best way to buy crypto? I hear if you buy through Coinbase, you don't own it. Okay. No. If you buy through Cash App, Robinhood, Webull, etc., you don't own it. Coinbase doesn't give you keys, so that's what people are talking about. We're in the USA. That's where the problem comes in. We're in the United States, and they're making it difficult for us to own our keys. So if you go to Coinbase, which most USA citizens do, you can't get your keys from there. So you have to send your crypto to another wallet or exchange that allows you to have your keys. That's pretty much it. Transfer it to your Trezor, your offline wallet. That's another option. So you can do it from Coinbase and send it to your offline wallet if you want, or my Ether wallet if you want, my Ethereum wallet if you want. All right, then you can take it offline. But yeah, you can't get your keys, but you do own it, but you have to send it to a place that you're going to own it. That's the only way you can do it, Ronald Anderson. By the way, speaking of Coinbase, they're like a bank, just like BlockFi. They're like a bank. So you got to pay attention to those guys. And they're going with an IPO, which means they're going to be regulated. So they're going to be like a bank. Nothing wrong. I mean, Celsius is under regulations like you should be. But Coinbase and BlockFi, they're acting too much like a bank. They're centralized as far as I'm concerned. And that means that the United States government can come yank your stuff anytime. So all I'm saying, and that's one of the questions I have for the Celsius Network. I want to know, the government says, we want their money. We want their crypto. What are you going to do? I already know what BlockFi and I know what Coinbase is going to do. And Joshua Felder will chime in, I'm sure. He's into that crypto space much heavier than I am. There's a new machine in hashes, asics machines. Yes, I've heard about it. And like I said, Microsoft and Amazon, there's other companies as well that been hiding away trying to make it happen. Are you talking about Hedera, Hashgraph at Curtis Davis? Yep, I think that's what he's talking about. The best time to invest in the stock market while market volatile whips on. Exactly. That's what we've always said. When the stock prices go down, buy more. That's the motto around here. Kadmandu Park will be built between Coco Bongo and the Hard Rock Hotel and what used to be Palma Real Shopping Center. Oh, wow. Lovely. Lovely. I like it. That means it's right there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is incredible. I'm going to look this up right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of exciting. Yeah, Kadmandu attraction coming to Punta Cana. They don't have a website for it yet. It doesn't appear. But February 11, 2020. Okay, I'm going to have to depart for a second, ladies and gentlemen, about this because I want to see what's going on. This is Kadmandu theme park. Well, I don't think you guys aren't going to be able to read this. The park will develop next to the resorts Malia and, well, they're saying now located in the commercial plaza Palma Real Shopping Center, which is going to shut. Oh, okay. I know where this is. I think I know where it is. There was a mall that they are shutting down, but it's not, well, it is kind of downtown, but it's not downtown where the condos are. It's not downtown where Coco Bongo is. It's out. It's probably like, well, if I had to walk, it's probably going to take me about 5 minutes to get there. It's on the other side of the mall. I'm pretty sure that's where they were talking about. I know where it is now. The company's Kadmandu. The place will be perfect for family. Friendliest amusement park will come with the model that says there are no complete family vacations. All right. All right. I think I know where it's going to be. It says expect to be ready at the end of 2021, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. Yeah, they don't have all the stores out yet. They still don't have the stores out. So there's some stores that were still open, but they had almost, I think there was only 3 or 4 stores left. But if they're going to open up at the end of 2021, they better get to it. But yeah, the location is not on the freeway. So it's down on the other side. It's hard to describe. If I had a map up, I could show you, but I know where it is, come to think of it. All right. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, Ronald Anderson. No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. So now you can see why downtown, that is the final frontier as far as I'm concerned, as a real estate investor in that Punta Cana area, because once the downtown is fully developed, if you didn't get in at these prices, like we didn't, none of us are lucky to get a 2-bedroom for $158,000. They're more than that now. None of them. They're 187, 199 now. The next phase is going to be clearly 5,000 more. This is why I want the next phase studio. I'm not going to spend 180,000 or whatever it's going to be for the 2 bedrooms. I don't want a 2-bedroom. I already have 2 2-bedrooms. But getting a studio downtown where you could always rent it out just for couples and you can just walk. That to me, $57,000, or if it's 60, that is cheap. And if you can get back, let's just call it even $100 a night, I'm sure you can get more than that. But if you're able to rent out half, 4 months, I'll do simple math right now. I don't even know if the math is right, but I'll try and do it. If I can do $1,500 a month from 15 nights, that's 50% of the nights in high season. All right. I call high season 4 months. Everybody else calls it 5 months. So I'm talking about December, January, February, March. All right. Those are my 4 months. 4 times 1,500, $6,000. $60,000, that means $6,000 is 10%. So that's my benchmark straight off the box. So I know I can get back 10% of my money without even sweating. That now, the other 8 months during the year, what if we only did half of, let's just say we only did $700 a month. I won't even call it that. I'll even go lower, $500 a month for the other 8 months. That's $4,000, right? $14,000 a year profit. I'm going to call that profit because I'm pretty sure we'll be able to cover that. $14,000 on 60,000, ladies and gentlemen. Is that 20% on my money? Yes, it is. I'll take it. And I think I'll be able to rent a studio downtown for $100 a night. I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right? So the simple numbers say I need to get that next deal. We need to get that next deal, right? And, in fact, why don't we do it this way? I'm going to go even one step further. Something else. Because I want to know 18,000 divided by 24 months. Well, it'll probably be less than that. Yeah, $750 a month, ladies and gentlemen, after you put 10% down. So you have to put $6,000 down, and then you pay $750 a month for 2 years. After that, you'll probably have 50% LTV to deal with. So now I got to deal with that LTV. I'll have a loan. So now that 20% that I'm going to earn, well, actually, it's more than that. Now I got to service my debt. All right. So how much am I going to owe on 60? We already put down 18. We already put down 6. That's 24. So we're going to owe $36,000. How much is your payment going to be? $300 a month, let's call it. 300 times 12, 3,600. So we still get to make 15% on our money after we service our debt. Where do I sign up? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's real estate investing 101 real fast on the fly. But where do I sign up? And I'm using worst case scenarios, 50% high season rental of $100 a night, 15 nights a month for 4 months, not 5. I'm not even counting summer, which is mid-season. Okay, I'm just counting as if everything is equal and we're just renting 5 days, 5 nights, 6 nights, 7 nights, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just renting $500 a month for 8 months, discounting whether it's mid-season or the very low season. So all that is highly reasonable, very conservative. And if something crazy happens, then you just win even more. Because if you're able to rent, let's call it $800 a month off season, and if you're able to rent 3 weeks out of the month during high season, now you just change the whole equation. Now you're going to be making 25% on your money every year. And so you got to love that. You can't get that return anywhere. Not, well, stock market or crypto right now, but when volatility settles in, earning 20, 25%, 18% on your money, you can always find investors for that. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. I've been looking at this new exchange called KuCoin. Yeah, I've heard about it, Andy Ortiz. They have a lot of cryptos that U.S. can't get their hands on. Well, here's the question. Can you sign up as a U.S. citizen on KuCoin? That's what I want to know. I haven't checked it out yet. And then where do we go from there? And once I am a U.S. citizen, can I buy the coins that we can't buy on their exchange, which I'm pretty sure they're going to probably block, but we'll find out. Hedger is owned by government and by the world's leading organizations, HBAR. Well, there you go. Of course. There we go. Eric mentioned you acquired Bitcoin at poker table in Aruba. So wallets were phones. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, that's not quite how it was. No, it was, we had to, basically it was on an honor system. All I can remember, because this is 2009 or so, you had to send the person payment. And I think it was, in fact, it was PayPal. So you could send somebody payment and then they would send you the Bitcoin. And well, it wasn't like Bitcoin as we know it now. It was a bunch of numbers. That's what it was. It was a bunch of numbers. You had just like we have our receive now, but they sent over a bunch of numbers, and that's all I can really remember. Then we had to write down all like 3 or 4 different things. I can't remember. And then I stuck it somewhere and was like, well, I just spent $10 on these 3 cents, 6 cents, whatever it was, $10 worth. And I was like, whatever, I'm never going to use it. And left it in some computer somewhere. I'm late to the party. Jonathan, you're never late to the party. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. And please, since he's new here, everybody, please smash that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that we're here live. All right. Victor Marrero, a 36K condo loan is less than a car payment. Exactly. Even if it is 6%. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy what we could be able to do with that. That's why I want the studio. I don't even care. I'm just like, forget the 2-bedroom in this case. I want the studio unit. Just give me that one. And please keep it at 60K. But I want to be the first on the list, this next one. So it should be coming out. They sold, I was going to try and show the screen on the sales, but literally it just shows that all the studios are sold out. It shows all the 2 bedrooms are sold out except for 4 or 5 of them in the first phase 1. That means phase 2 is going to open up sometime, I would guess, in the next week to 3 weeks. And that's what they guessed too. They said, well, probably in 2 to 3 weeks is what they said. But I was like, yeah, well, the price isn't $158 anymore. I was like, you guys charging $30,000, $40,000 more than what you have in your brochure. Of course they're not going to sell. So that's what happened. But they're the penthouse units. There's like 2 penthouse units left, and then there's 2 or 3 2-bedrooms left. It's crazy. In fact, let me go look at it right now. I think I have it on my – no, I don't have it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Joshua Felder. Here he goes. Exodus wallet. Also, to protect your crypto, get an Exodus wallet. There we go. I knew Joshua Felder would know. The Exodus wallet. The reason I keep mine online, unfortunately. I keep mine with Celsius Network and Nexo, and I have a little bit in Coinbase. But Coinbase is going to do an IPO, so now I have to start thinking like Ronald Anderson. I got to start thinking about where do I want to keep my crypto. But good news, Celsius started something that they're going to call HODL, which is beautiful. That means it's locked up for another layer of protection so it can't get hacked. That's what I wanted to hear from Celsius CEO, Alex Machinsky. I want to hear this, even though I already know it came out. He already said it, but that is major to me. Now I can keep it over there and not have to worry. But I still want to know some other information. But there we go. Exodus Wallet's one. I use Uniswap to get other coins, Eric. Really? So can we get, I'm trying to think what I can't. Like ADA, for instance, is always a hard one for me. I had to go to Voyager to get ADA because I was spoiled. I was able to use Binance up until like 6 months ago. And maybe I think I was in Dominican Republic when I logged into Binance, but I wasn't in the U.S., so it allowed me to go in there and check stuff out. I could have bought then, but I didn't. I was dummy. But there's coins that USA sit like, for instance, like the Nexo token, the Cell tokens. You can't buy that on exchanges. VGX, there's tokens we can't buy that are part of the DeFi network. So let me know, Joshua Felder, on Uniswap, if I can buy, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, if I can buy Cell tokens or VGX or even crypto.com, CRO, any of those, because it's against the rules. That's why we can't generally buy it. How much is the penthouse unit? Leah, it's 187,000 now. All right. But if you want that other part, the $23,000 where they give you the jacuzzi, the lockers, the green area and the patio area up there, $23,000 more. So it's 187 right now. In fact, let me see if I can pull this up. I wanted to get a look at it again. But I see right now I can't. Let me go see if I loaded it up here. No, I can't pull it up to go get a visual on it, but I will. In fact, let me just go get it. I'm gonna go get it. I'll just look at the numbers. I'll let you know exactly. Because it's too small to pull up on screen, so I can't really show you guys this. But let me see if I can get the actual numbers. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Penthouse, $189,000. That's how much the penthouse suites are. And they have 1, 2, and this is the ones with the solarium that I'm talking about, where you can add the solarium for $23,000. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4. No. They got more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 penthouses available. One's the 189. That looks to be 189 now. I thought they had one at 198, but it looks like 189. And then you have to add the 23,000 if you want that nice little solarium up top where the add-on. So that gets you over 200 if that's the case. But anyhow, hopefully that's it right there. So 189 now that I looked at it, and there's more available. And this is all in phase 1. So phase 2, they're going to raise the price. So, but again, at 200,000, they're, in fact, let me look at something. They are 89, well, just call it 90 square meters. All right. Penthouse is 90 square meters. A normal 2-bedroom is 90 square meters. So there you go. That's the deal. Deal of the century, in my opinion. Has anybody heard of Lightning? No, I have not heard of Lightning. That might be a Joshua Felder situation. I have all my crypto in Coinbase. Jonathan, get it out of Coinbase. Well, I don't mean to say get it out of Coinbase like it's a bad thing. What I mean is you're not earning any interest on your crypto. So download the link in the description for Celsius Network. Earn interest on your money. If you're going to hodl it, then just earn interest. So use that link, send over $200 or more, and you receive $30 in free Bitcoin. And then you start earning interest every day. But they only distribute the interest earned every Monday. All right? So that's how it works. But why leave your money at Coinbase and earn nothing? If you're going to hodl, you got to keep it at Celsius Network, even though Nexo reduced it. But even Nexo gives you interest on your money on a lot of coins. Even Voyager gives you interest on your money. I just don't like the Voyager setup where they say that you need minimum amount of coins. But Celsius just makes it so simple. They give you the rate, and there's no games. So let's go over here. Let's go over here right now. In fact, I'll just show you guys on the screen. That's how we do it here, right? Let's go see what we got. So here's Celsius right here. This is for everybody. There's no reason. Here goes, I could probably just go to the bottom of the screen. There's Machinsky. That's the guy we're trying to get on. All right. Let's see. Earn more. So here we go. See, as in up to 17.78% annually, but this is for anybody outside the USA because you can earn a higher level. So I'm going to show you. Let me go down to the bottom because that actually has let's see if they still have it. Here we go. Does this sit here? Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for though. Oh, here's the rates right here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so see, this is let's see. We earn less in the United States. Okay, international. See, international on Bitcoin, they get 6.2%. Let's see what, well, I think that's us. United States. In-kind reward. Yeah, the United States is on the right-hand side. So this is the interest we earn. Meanwhile, internationally, because you can earn sell token, because you're, okay, if you're in America, for everybody new, if I send over Bitcoin to Celsius Network, as a United States citizen, they can only give me interest in Bitcoin. So I'm going to only earn 4.74%. But for the international people who are free, you get to earn 6.2% because the interest you earn on your Bitcoin, you can tell them, give me sell token as part of my interest instead of Bitcoin. So then you get to earn 6.2% on your Bitcoin. Now, again, this is where the 17.78 comes with synthetic and matic. You get 17.78% annually, which is incredible, but also incredible is 13.99% for USA citizens. And you can see down the list here, all the stable coins are 10.51%. The rest of the world's at 13. Incredible. Gemini dollar, 10.5%. But again, here's Aave, 7.51%. UMA, 7%. Tether Gold, Dash, Pax, Compound, 4.6. Chainlink, 4.5. Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Litecoin, a lot here, Stellar, Ethereum Classic. So again, outside of the world's on the left-hand side, and let's go. These are all the coins right here, down to 2%. But again, if you have any of these coins sitting in your wallet at Coinbase, why just let them sit there? You could be earning interest every day, compounding your money. And then once they put in that HODL feature, that's going to be awesome. But anyhow, that's the point I'm trying to make. There's no reason to keep your money at Coinbase. Joshua, you can buy VGX, Eric. They have a lot of choices. All right. Exodus Wallet. I guess you can probably, in fact, we might as well just go look at it, right? Exodus Wallet, since we're in the crypto right now. I don't, Exodus. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. I'm just going to pull it up. We might as well. This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a timeline here. We can look up everything we want live. Exodus Crypto Wallet. We're taking things, let's see. Products. Whoa, 100 plus crypto assets. See full list. Joshua Felder, let me know if you're in the, are you in USA? I know you are. I'm pretty sure you are. Yeah. Here you go. We'll get to the AG Jewelers. Yeah, not nice. All right. So, well, they got Trezor, desktops, okay. Oh, they're giving interest at Exodus, 6.97 for Cardano. Exchange unavailable from exchange, but okay. Polkadot's here, which I can get that also at Coinbase. NIM, Wrapped, Aave, Cosmos, Monero is here. VeChain is here, which I can get at Coinbase. Solana, Tezos, Neo's there. That's interesting. Synthetic, Algorand, Graph, Dash. There's 100. Voyager, Ethereum, Siliqua, UMA, Yearn, Wi-Fi, Bancor, Ren is here. Ontology, Digibyte, Nano, Paxos, Qton, Switzerland, Curve is here. Kyber, Golem list. Okay, they're extensive. Oh, they got polymath networks here too. Interesting. Serum, Aragon, Dent, Golem, Store. Oh, yeah. There's a ton. All right. Well, let me know. Let me know if we Americans can get these. There's what is that? Neo gas as well. Wow. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Jay Schwa, welcome to the Friday night live stream. So sorry to come with this type of update, and hopefully I'm not late, but check your AG accounts, folks. As of right now, my account doesn't exist. Cannot log in or retrieve password. That's not good. That's not good. I got an email today. Let's see what's happening. We're going to go look, right? AG design. Let's go look this up. See what's happening. Let's see, man. Maybe they're changing their website. Okay, we're gonna have to check this out in a second. I don't have that update. Oh, wait, I didn't go to the. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. Let's go look. The website's still here, but that doesn't mean anything. All right, so the website's here, but that doesn't mean anything. He's saying that we can't log in. So I'll have to delve into this afterwards, but I don't like the sound of that. So sorry, as of right now, my account doesn't exist, cannot log in or retrieve password. All right, well, here's what we'll do. Because I have to, I'll do an update, a video update, probably on Monday, either Sunday or Monday, or whenever I talk to the guys and find out what's going on. But I did receive an email today where they were talking about, I can't remember what the email was because I kind of was doing a lot of things, but the email was not something I wanted to. It didn't say we're going to be reporting in a week or two. Didn't say anything like that. It just said, here's an update. It was an affiliate link, come to think of it, affiliate update that just don't have people go over and sign up for AG Jewelers. They wanted to get everything worked out, something along that line. But they didn't want to sign up any additional people right now. So that might have something to do with it. I think they might have disabled any sign-up logins or any affiliate links. But like I said, let me talk to the guys. If they answer the phones, send back an email or something. And then I'll do a video probably on Sunday or Monday. So that way you'll get the update from what I know, and it'll be in real time. So it'll be a day later or same day. All right. So we'll find out what the situation is. But I have a feeling you can still, if you have an account number or don't, apparently you can still call up and order products. But, you know, a lot of people didn't sign up to order products. We were trying to sign up to get something reporting on our credit. So we'll get with that. But I'll do an update. All right. ATM Bankrolls in the house. I see the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Eric? How's it going? It's going great, man. It's another Friday Night Live, and it's 1 hour, so please smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. All right. Yes, we can sign up with our phone number. I made my account already. I haven't bought anything on there yet. I will let you guys know if we are able to buy coins that are restricted. Thank you so much, Andy Ortiz. I appreciate it. Please let me know about that update. But since you put this down, Joshua Felder said something about the Exodus wallet as well. So we'll have to find out. How many square feet for the 2-bedroom? The one I bought at Canna Rock is $1,275. Victor Marrero, that's going to be the best deal on the planet. There's hardly any 2-bedrooms that are going to be that size that's going to be available for sale starting since 2019. Since 2020. All 2-bedrooms that are like condos are generally under 100 square meters, which means that's under 1,000 square feet. The 2-bedroom is only 90 square meters. So we're only talking about, what, 950, 970 square feet? So I expect that the closer you get downtown, the smaller the units are going to be. But it's nowhere near $1,275. That's why that deal that you got in 2018, for them to be 3 years out and for you to be able to pay for those 3 years, and still get, well, now it's going to be, you're going to be less than 50% LTV. You're around, what, 30% LTV or something? It's crazy. So you're not going to get any deals like that going on now. 1275 is going to be, what is that, 100, about 110 square meters, something like that, 120, 130 square meters. Nothing's generally over 100 these days. They're barely even over 90. And the ones, 2 bedrooms I got, none of them are that. They're all in the 70s. They're only 850 square feet. Basically, like I said, vacation rental type things. The 1275 square feet, 2 bedroom, you can live there comfortably. Bitcoin's OV is on Uniswap. Really? Wow. That's incredible. Even that's on there. Joshua Felder, how do you use Uniswap to buy other coins? Yeah, let us know. How about Algo? What about Love Bay? Welcome to the Friday night live stream. Algo, we were talking about that a month and 2 months ago. Somebody here asked about Algo, and it was a buy at that time. And now Algo is higher than what it was before. That's all I know. In fact, why don't we go look this up? I'll go to Coinbase because they have it on Coinbase. You can go see what Algo's selling for now. But it was well under $1 just 2 months ago. So you can see it here. We'll get to it. Algo's tradable. The graph. They got something new. Get your free $10 worth of crypto in the link down below, and you can earn another like $30 because there's something NMR here. You can learn about it, and they'll give you a free $3. And then they give you $3 for that one, $3 for another one, $10 for another one. Algos. Look at that. It's 105 now. Yeah, just like, let me see what it was a month ago. Yeah, a month ago, 76 cents. And 2 months ago, it was even less, but let's go. November, it was 23 cents. 28 cents. Yeah, I knew. It was like 2 months ago. It was only like 40, 50 cents. So, yeah, January, it was 45 cents. So it's doubled. So I don't see a problem with Algo. It was a buy then, a buy now. Uniswap will have all coins, Eric. All right. Okay, well then Uniswap's the one. But does Uniswap mean can I buy on Uniswap? And if I can buy on Uniswap, that's one thing. Because remember, on Voyager, they have all these coins too, but it wouldn't allow me to send out on some of them. So on Uniswap, if I wanted to buy, let's say Nexo, or it doesn't matter, VGX, all that, can I send it out? That's the question. All right. I have about 10,000 saved up for my new business. Is there any way I could leverage that? No. No real leverage because it's $10,000 cash. So there's nothing you can do. As far as I'm concerned, whatever you're gonna pay for something. I can't think of any real leveraging aspects. It's not like $10,000 of credit where you could use the credit and then pay smaller in monthly payments. The 10,000, I'm trying to think. There is something you can do, but it's saved up. I was going to say, if you are with Divi, Blue Line, I can't remember the name of the, geez, hold on a second. Let me think. What's it called, man? Blue Vine, right? Yeah, Blue Vine. Jeez, too many accounts. If you have Blue Vine, you would need, if you actually had like $10,000 a month coming in, then you could have leveraged it because then they could have given you a loan. Maybe somebody else can chime in. But with 10,000 saved up for my new business, is there any way I can leverage that? Well, let's talk about it. Let's go some other route. Okay, how about this? Let's go a different route. Let's go with, what type of business is it? Let's go with that. Jonathan, tell us what type of business you're talking about. Maybe we can help that way. Andy Ortiz, connect Coinbase wallet app to your Uniswap app. Uniswap will ask you to connect to your wallet. Just have your cell phone handy when QR code pops up and scan it. Okay. Joshua Felder, I get that. So, yeah, I've never done it because I can't log in on my phone with my Coinbase, unfortunately. They keep saying my password's invalid. Okay, I got it, Joshua Felder. Thanks. But yeah, that's a great explanation right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is how but you have to have your on your phone. And unfortunately, I don't. All right. Okay, thanks. Cool. Let me know if you get lost. Exactly. Silky Black's in the house on another Friday Night Live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support with the icon next to your name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 1 hour and 21 minutes in on a Friday night. People are crying. They have tears because their portfolios went down. And now they're thinking, time to sell, that the sky is falling. The government is giving the FUD. The CNBCs, the Fox businesses are giving the FUD. The Wall Street Journal, everybody's giving you some FUD so you can sell. But now's the time to buy. Just remember, this is Friday night, March 5th, 2021. And just a random YouTube guy is saying, spend your money on stocks and crypto. Should I believe him? That's the question. Or should I do my own due diligence and find out if I should believe him? Well, I will just say one thing, and that one thing is this. Google when the stock market returns after it goes down. And then when you see, some cases it's 3 months, some cases it's 6 months, some cases a year, some cases it's 2 years, some cases it's 3 years, then the answer is clear. The stock market always recovers. So far, the history is 100% of the time. And you really got to understand why, because inflation. The price of goods and services always goes up. So that means companies can charge more. Pretty simple. When you really think about it, when you simplify it. All right. Joshua Felder, I make and sell different soaps like car soaps, antibacterial soap, solar cleaners, etc. Huh. Okay. Well, then what do you need to leverage the 10K for? I don't understand if that's going to be the business. Because of its soaps, who's making these soaps? Because it takes time to make soaps. That's an art, a lost art, actually. So let us know. Get it. Let us dive into it. This is business. Stop struggling now. Business. That's what we talk about here. Any way to make money online, any way to make money offline. This is how we do it. This is a Friday Night Live. We can talk about anything. So let me know how you plan on making these soaps. If you have somebody else making them, outsourced, or you're making them yourselves, and what your turnaround time is and the quantity amount you can make. Because after that, you don't need to spend $10,000 to do anything unless you're trying to do it to buy your supplies, your materials, whatever you need, ingredients. But even then, this is the drug business, as I call it. You don't have to leverage anything because you have a thing called the internet and you have the thing called Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify, website.com. And speaking of that, .crypto websites, ladies and gentlemen, that could be the future. .crypto website, $40 for a .crypto, $20 for a .zil. In the future, imagine somebody can send payment directly to you to your crypto address. I do have a link down below, by the way, for .crypto. So you can go over there and get your domain name while the real estate is available. Because just like .com names, once the name is taken, it's gone unless somebody gives it up or sells it to you. So right now, $40. I thought it's worth a risk. $40 for a .crypto. So I have Stop Struggling Now. .crypto, for instance. All right. So I would advise you to get in at $40. Well, if you have a company, an LLC or a C Corp or anything, it's a write-off. So the $40 is a write-off for me, but I'm just saying it's worth it if it wasn't a write-off. And since I'm an S Corp, I'm believing, I haven't talked to an accountant yet, but I'm believing if I do something personally, I think I can write that off too, because it'll be a CEO type of loan, type of compensation pack. You know, that's how it is. All right. Yeah, it's called Coinbase Wallet app, not Coinbase. Look on your app store. Okay. Yeah, that's where it is. But my Coinbase app says, I'm sorry, your password is not right. So I don't know. I never got it. Just for extra money to buy machines, cargo, trucks, etc. Okay, Jonathan, you have me a little bit confused. So you're not just selling soaps. You want to transport the soaps? I don't understand. Let us know. So you're doing something totally different then. You're just not making soaps. You're saying you want to buy machines, but what machines are we talking about here? So you're going with a new method, not old school method, where you had to let it dry out and do things like that. So just for extra money to buy machines. What type of machines are you buying? Let me know. Now, I'm intrigued now. This is getting a little more into it. I make them myself and have other people make them. So are you making these by hand, old school method? And you know what I'm talking about, where you're laying it down like bricks? Or are you wanting to have a machine which is going to cost thousands of dollars? So the question is, how much do you plan on selling these soaps for? Because at a premium product, you can sell more if it's a premium product, meaning, like you said, antibacterial. But now, do we have organic ingredients in here or all natural ingredients? I mean, we got to have some attraction here. It just can't be ordinary, because the beauty industry is huge. And trying to get shelf space or any merchandise space is a heavy task for just ordinary citizens. But the internet equals the playing field. So you can get a little buzz. That's why you better have whatever name you have or plan on using. You better get it. Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook group, all the social media platforms. Get your name, and then you can start telling people about it, showing people about it, get a little buzz going, and then when you make it, you can sell it faster. All right? That's just one little way to do it. True. Yeah, I just wanted extra money on hand because I need to rent. Okay, I think are you getting way ahead of yourself? Are you making that much? Do you already sell these the soaps and the? Let me know if you're already selling it, because what you're describing is you're getting way ahead. This is Friday night, like it used to be Shark Tank. It used to be Shark Tank. You're getting way ahead of yourself. We have to start with the basics first. So let me know. Maybe you're further along than the basics. So if you have 10G saved, I'm not even understanding what you need to leverage. I want extra money on hand because I need to rent a warehouse. Okay, what state do you live in? That's what I need to know too. Because if you're in California, renting a warehouse is going to be expensive. New York, expensive. Certain cities, expensive. And why would you need a warehouse straight out the box? Okay, so let me, I'll get into something about business. Here's where this may or may not have anything to do with Jonathan, but when you're starting out a business, the best policy is to keep as much cash as you can in your pocket, not get ahead of yourself without selling. So what I mean by that is, so if I say I want to be in any business, and then I say, okay, I know I'm going to need car, truck, I might need some sort of, let's say, golf cart, or I need some, it does not even matter, some equipment that I need, and I'm going to need a warehouse. If I don't already have money coming in, then all that could be dead money. So if I outlay this money to get a building, to get equipment, to get everything. And then I find out after I get it all done, then I start making, and then I find out nobody wants it. Now what? You spent this money, you have nothing in return, you have no ROI. So the bottom line of the story is we have the internet. So what you probably should do if you sell products is see if there's even a market on the internet first and start small. If you can only make 20, then 30, then 100, whatever the product is you make, start small. Advertise online first to see if you're even going to have a market big enough for you to go out and outlay money. So in other words, let's say it cost me $5,000 because I think I need an office. I need let me give you guys some real stuff. So when I started the Bird's restaurant equipment business, all right, and they wanted 3 months worth of rental for the warehouse in advance. That was 9 G's. All right. Now, in order for me to get free rent for about 4 or 5 months, now they said, well, and that lever's pulled. Now you need to sign a lease for X amount of years. So now I end up signing a lease for 3 years. Something I should not have done. But at the time I was having a little fun. I said, okay, we'll make it happen. It'll work. I already had some people saying they need equipment. Restaurants were like, yeah, we need equipment. We spent an arm and a leg. There was only like 4 other companies in the city that even did it. So I was like loving life. I was able to get stuff at auction, at dirt cheap. And then what happens? A hurricane. You know what happens when a hurricane comes and it's season in Florida? That ruins the season. That also ruins money that people are going to have because they make their money during season. So that means if I'm in the restaurant business, guess what's going to happen in season and after season? I'm going to have a hard time selling new and used equipment. Something unaccounted for because I'm a California kid. I don't even think of hurricanes. But when it happened, I was like, oh, wow, I forgot they have hurricanes here. We were flooded. Lines were down for at least a week to 2 weeks. Unaccounted for. But the landlord didn't care. Still wanted his monthly rent. The people who formerly were going to buy equipment are no longer in the market for equipment because their businesses are closed. And now there's additional inventory on the market. So now we have to start selling product for less. And now I have a 3-year lease. The worst business deal I ever did on the planet because I'm playing around. Knowing full well you shouldn't be trying to get warehouses and things like that in the internet era. But I was still doing it because, well, it was fun. I had insider trading, so to speak. And then what happens? The online killer called restaurant.com, I believe. These guys don't own anything. The smart way to do it, and this has something to do with what we're going to talk about, Jonathan. So here I have a retail establishment where people can come in, feel, touch equipment, see it with their hands. Then what happens? You have restaurant.com. I believe that's what it's called. I can't remember the name now. But restaurant.com, you can go buy restaurant equipment. They don't have one item. All they did was post up on the internet. Then they called down to the manufacturer because they're a broker, just like me. And they're telling them, because the shipping, if you order I don't remember what it was, let's call it $500. $500 or more, you get free shipping. So now they're just sitting at their house taking orders. They don't even have an office. So they're undercutting us because I have an establishment. So if I have equipment that manufacturer's suggested retail price is $2,000, we basically had to buy it for $1,000, $1,100. These guys are having it online for $1,400, $1,395 shipped. Now, I can't compete. And they're sitting in their pajamas. They're willing to take the $200, the $250 profit. But now they're selling all over. So now their 250 could be times 10, times 20, times 30. They're willing to do that. The manufacturer, even though they said $2,000 suggested manufacturer retail price, they didn't stop them from selling it for $1,395 or $1,450. So now everybody who has a retail establishment, we were arguing with the manufacturers going, what are you doing? You're putting us out of business. These guys are online. And so what ended up happening is the manufacturer goes back to them and starts going, well, you guys, we can't sell it to you if you're going to mark it down to these prices. So if you go there now, if it's restaurant.com, you'll see the next best thing what they did. They adapted, as a business and entrepreneur should. They now have price $1,800. But click this link, give us your email address or whatever other form of items they want to do for you to click on something, and it'll say, we will give you the lowest price. So they don't have it showing on their website. So now if you click on something, give them your email or go put it in the shopping cart, then the price will come up. And the price is going to be still that $1,395 price. They just can't advertise it like they used to. That's the only difference. So they're still whipping my behind all day, every day. So all I'm trying to say is think about what you're doing. And like Curtis Davis, I just saw he posted at the bottom, ghost restaurants also started popping up. The big time thing, when you had people getting the trailers, everybody wanted to have a trailer so they can go around and sell food. That also came into play. So now they don't take the big equipment. They take the smaller, less expensive equipment because their space is limited. So once again, it started downsizing. Everything started consolidating. And just like what's happening right now, if I still would have had that restaurant equipment business, I'd probably be out of business, period. Anyhow, because the fact of the matter is, after this last year with the pandemic, there's even more restaurants out of business. So they're just giving equipment away. It's either leave it at the restaurant or set it outside the restaurant and try to give it away. So that's the kind of thing that you're dealing with when you start attaching yourself to retail locations, and you just never know what the future is going to hold. So if you can hold money and still use the internet, which is free, to sell in your case, like Jonathan's case, he's selling soap, it's items. If I can just do it in my garage, like Apple, like Microsoft, like Bezos, like all these guys started in their garage or in their dorm rooms, like Cuban. Think about it. They didn't run out here and try to get warehouses first. They didn't go out here trying to get things first. They started doing everything. And then when somebody comes to them and says, hey, we got some money for you, they did it probably the proper way. Then they said, okay, we'll go get some offices. We'll hire some people because we have revenues coming in. So that's all I'm saying. Be cautious about because you have 10,000, you should be guarding that with your life. If there's a way for you to sell your product without you spending the 10,000, that would be the best way. All right, let's go. My pop's been selling for years, but we never expanded. Of course. Oh, it's in LA, California, the most expensive place in the world. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of rough in Cali, man. 10% taxes, sales taxes, 10%. Man, your profit margins. Yeah, there's a lot of companies. I used to get my products from C Booth. I can't remember the name of their company, but it's in SoCal. And they had to stop selling it because of Prop 65. It's crazy stuff. All right. Gino Shimiente, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. What are we talking about here, Eric? This week I ended up selling lots of stocks, which I took profits next week. And so I will be loading stock on sale. Take your profit while you can, not when you need to. Exactly, Gino Shimiente. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody has their own strategy when it comes to investing. So again, we were talking about it. Some of us got NEO when it was $3, $5, $10. And then when it went up to 60, is that the time you should sell? Or are you going to sell when it's 31? Like it went down to 31 today. It ended up at 38. Are you going to sell now? Or are you just going to keep holding? I'm holding. But anybody, you wouldn't be wrong if you sold either. If you get 10 times your money, that's unheard of in reality. It's just that we're spoiled in the last 2 years. We're spoiled. Stocks shouldn't be rising this fast with these increments, 100%, 200%, 500%, 1,000%. Yeah, sure, there's some that always break out, but to have hundreds of stocks at 1,000% in the last 2 years, that's incredible. But yeah, I don't blame you. That's the other strategy. Sell your profits, sell at the high profit, and then wait for them to go down like right now. Monday could go down even lower. And so then you buy back in or buy other stocks at a lower price, like Square, for instance. I couldn't believe it. It was like 210 or something today. It's crazy. All right. Hello, Gino. Eric owns restaurant. That's right. You got to take baby steps with marketing online. You could lose your shirt. If you don't have experience, make sure you know your market, Jonathan. You have to know what are they suffering from and give them the solution. That's pretty much it. Yep. But he's already been in business apparently. So that he's already, well, I shouldn't say set. It's kind of hard in California. It's an extreme marketplace. So, but I would hope your family, sounds like you said your dad's been selling for years. Maybe he already has the distribution. So that would help. But if I had it my way, I would advise not to get the warehouse unless we have revenues coming in. Joshua, yeah, I feel you. I just bought my van today and I'm going to start off as a delivery service to get my base. Thanks for the feedback. All right, there's well more to it then. You're going to do a delivery service so you already have distribution then. All right. Well, then that's part of it. That's the number one thing for most businesses. So if you have that, that means you're already ahead of the game, but you got to have revenues. Why not invest 10K and double it, then pull out initial investment and leverage the money as collateral for 50K loan for business? That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it, but that's a risk. He doesn't want to take a risk, right? No risk for him. That's the way it is. No risk. Why not invest and double? Wilson Koo spoiled. Double it. How are we going to double it, Wilson Koo? I know you're going to say put in investment, crypto. Yeah, I know. We're spoiled now. We can almost double it, but do you want to risk it? Because that's our seed money. And leverage the money as collateral for 50K loan for business. It's possible, but he can't do it right now. I mean, in other words, he can't do it in like 3 days. Do not scale up until necessary in business. That's the way I look at it too, Curtis Davis. And if business fails, you collapse the loan on the business and save your money in your own account. Wilson Koo, giving us the top 10 percenters way how they keep their money and never lose. Smart. Here's the first one is Rocket. Got this shares at 19 and sold it at, yeah, I can't blame you on that. Next week I will be buying back at a lower price. Yeah, Rocket's already lower. Yeah. In fact, let me go pull this up. Already lower. It's crazy. I too bought at 18, 19, 17, somewhere in there. But I didn't sell though. There it is, 25.10. Yeah, so there's a perfect example. He took his profits after it doubled. He wasn't greedy, 100% on his money. I can't blame you at all. And now he can buy back in at 25. This is similar to what I did with GME. I was messing around with GME. I bought back in at 120, and today it went back to 137 after it dropped all the way back down to 100. But I'm not selling, though, even though I should, because I shouldn't even be playing around. I was just playing around, quite frankly, because I was like, I know it's going to go back up. Let's see what happens on Friday. And sure enough, it popped back up to $17 over per share. But, I probably should have sold it. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's how we do it, Gino. That's how you do it. Many of the stocks were up 121%. You should take 20 to 30% profit. Yeah, I like that. No problem. Jonathan, is your market body soap for bad skin? That's what I mean about knowing your market. Be specific, especially if you're marketing online. That's right. Joshua Felder dropping gems on that. It seems like Jonathan has it planned out. So each stock and portfolio should not be more than 15% of entire portfolio. Tesla started to be more than, so I sold some shit. Yeah. Well, Tesla's been going down. Like I said, that's why I had to buy today, because it was $5.98 when I bought some. I was like, wait, hold on a second. I couldn't believe it. It was like last week it was 6 something. So you have to love that, right? Gotta love it. All right. Andy Ortiz. Yep. I currently use my house's small warehouse for my private label product. Exactly. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you should do it. Anyhow, if you're starting out slow, but it appears Jonathan is past that. He's got something else going on. He hasn't told us the full story yet. Don't worry about taxes. You have to make money. Just pay your taxes. No one's going to look out for you. That's right. Hey, speaking of that, if you sell within a year, just know, and it's profits, you have to give 25% of that profit, capital gains, to the government. If you sell after a year, 366 day or more, you give 15% to the government. I have other news for you. Let's just say you're able to keep your money that you earn to around 20, 25,000, 30,000 a year on the books. You're going to be paying potentially less capital gains. All right, just a little something. That also has to go with, think about when you have a corporation and you pay yourself and you take owner's distribution or your W-2 salary. And let's say you can keep your W-2 salary at around 25, 30 grand. Just giving you guys a little something. Curtis Davis said, Gino, hell, because it's only been 6 months taxes. Yeah. Curtis Davis, I will have to say this. I don't, that 10% tax difference, sometimes I'm thinking lately, the way we've been getting these hundreds of percent, 500%, 1,000% wins. I mean, even if you did sell, you got to, what's the difference almost? All the profit, got to give up a quarter of profit. I know it's hefty, but what can you do when you really think about it? You didn't have to earn it. No sweat. I would, but I'm down on my investments. These stocks are killing me. Exactly my point. I was like, I don't know if I want to risk my $10K that I've been saving with and try to think if I'm going to double it. But Wilson Koo is thinking he's spoiled. He's like, hey, man, where you been, Jonathan? These are the stocks you're supposed to invest in. Like, well, we can talk about it. Pelletier. I mean, it's under 25. Come on now. It's like 24. In fact, I'll be buying some Pelletier on Monday. I didn't buy today, Pelletier. Neo, it's at 38 right now. Come on. This is craziness, right? There's a bunch. CCIV dropped. I mean, it's Nano Dimensions is under $10. I mean, this is crazy. Crazy. Like Rocket, a fairly new stock. Yeah, Rocket, what's that, 4 or 5 months old IPO, was it? Something, maybe older than that. But still, yeah, it was 39. Now it's 25. PRNT, a good stock? Don't know. We can look it up, though. I don't know about PRNT. Let's see. Never heard of it. Oh, 3D printing ETF. It's an ETF, so over the last 6 months, it's been good, but it looks like it's going by way of the 3D printing. I'm sure it probably matches the Nano Dimensions. So, yeah, they're going to be holding Nano Dimensions. They're going to be holding a bunch of other companies, yeah. So they're sure, yeah, see, their chart looks the same. It's going to drop as well. Well, all I can say is Nano Dimensions under $8. This is insane. All right. Okay. PRNT is an ETF. I don't give any dividends either. Let's see here. Yeah. 31, 36. Well, it could be in the long run, but that's on BATS. That's not even on the NASDAQ or Dow. That's interesting. Let me know if you bought this stock. Oh, I didn't have it on screen. Let me know if you bought the PRNT and where you bought it. The IRS waiting on all GME winners who made $500,000. That's it. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Well, they're going to have to be waiting for another year because the guys aren't going to have to do anything with it for another year. But yeah, a lot of people are going to owe they're going to owe 100,000 plus. There's just people claiming they got $1 million. So they're going to owe us some tax, $250K for $1 million or more. Actually, it's going to be more than that, depending on what state you live in as well. They're going to have to give up like 4 or 5, half of it if you're in Cali. It's going to be all bad. Palantir, some of us got it. Yes, we did, Curtis Davis. And now that's why I can't, even though it went up. In fact, I'm going to pull it up. PL. Let's look at this. PL. We lock up for a second. I think we locked up for a second. Here's Palantir, $23.95 now. But Palantir just a month ago was at 38, and now it's down to $23.95. This is incredible. But for all of us who were back here 6 months ago in October talking about PLTR and it's only $9, I'm sitting. I didn't sell when it went up to 39 or whatever it was, 39. I think they're well undervalued. And by the way, just in case you guys, I'm just going to let you know, Kathy Woods, the superstar, she says Palantir should be worth 200 plus a share. That's what she says. I'm like, I'm good. I'm happy where it is right now, let alone if it went to 250, that'd be insanity. Wilson Koo, diverse investment. And if you're making money now from investment and you can wait, then it's possible. That's right. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to wait. But as Gino said, if you make investments and you got 10 times on your money or 15 times on your money, I mean, it's kind of hard to sit there and say, well, I'll wait. You know, I hear you. Hopefully you can get something else going at the same time. Yeah, exactly. The new admin, people want to tax unrealized. Yeah, that's crazy right there. Man, that's because they started counting the pennies. That's what started happening. They started saying, hey, you know what? We're going to start counting. Wait, hold on. We need more money in here for taxes. There's one way we can do it. Yeah, that unrealized gain nonsense, that will not pass the Senate. It better not. Man. Somebody, man, that's craziness. Palantir customers are major companies, the government guaranteed revenue. Exactly. They have government contracts. I can't even believe they're at $23.95 right now. This is insanity. Insanity. And in fact, buy more Palantir. I'm buying some on Monday. In fact, you guys know how I do this on Friday Night Lives. Go EV for that matter. What's going on? That's crazy. Let me write this down. I got to write this down because I got to remember. Palantir on Monday. Got to get that. All right. Can't believe it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. I didn't see my man from Celsius Network. Come on, I give him an open invite every Friday, Monday, and Wednesday nights for our live streams in case he wants to pop on. Come on the live. because like I said, when they do their Celsius Network lives, they keep it in-house. I don't like in-house. I like somebody to be on and we can talk, so they don't have their scripts. But so far, I can't get them here. Probably because the channel's not big enough for them. I guess that's the only equation I can come up with. And plus the fact he's probably seen some of the videos where he knows he's not going to be getting these softball questions. That's probably the thing too. Yeah, FCX performed up. WDC. Yeah, FCX is everything's crazy. That's another one that's been rising. Hold on, let me make sure people can see this. FCX. So January 27th. Here, let me go 5 days. Here goes the dip right here. Down to 31, 33, 31. So again, it's right back to where it started 5 days ago. And it's not even near their 38. February 22nd and around there. So it's almost close, but FCX, everybody knows it's a mining company. There we are. Oh, by the way, speaking of mining companies, RVMD up 5%. I've been in 6 months. RevMed. Yep. That's another one. Although you kept this one to yourself. Revolution Medicines. You know how we like health stocks, but you kept this one to yourself, Curtis Davis. No dividends on this one. All right. You guys know about Vail, right? I put out that video, the message yesterday when Elon Musk, he said, I believe it was, what date was that? July 23rd? Was it July 23rd? I think it was, right? July 23rd is when I put out a video. Elon Musk said, I want nickel. I'll give a contract to a nickel company. Right? That's when I put out a video and I said, hey, guys, you might want to invest in nickel because this is what lithium batteries need. And then battery companies are going to need nickel. And what happened? Instead of doing a contract, he did a deal with Vail, the mining company. Very smart, by the way. Everybody was predicting Tesla would do this anyhow. They have the market cap. They can buy whatever they want on the planet. So it was no surprise that they would do some sort of partnership or buy in. And by the way, here's the key. You can hold Vail. They give you 8% on your money at this rate. When we were talking about it in July of last year, it was like 12 or 13% on your money. Easy to hold when you're getting dividends. Right? All right. Well, there we go. Somebody already says it for us. I see something. Please smash that like button from Fajita. I heard you. I see you. I see. COP, the best energy play since August, September. I'm not familiar with COP, but like Fajita says, welcome to the live stream on Friday night. Please smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. All right. Let's go check this out. Let's see what we got. COP. You have another one on me. I don't know the COP. Let's see. COP. Oh, ConocoPhillips. Phillips 76. Yeah. Well, that's an oil stock. So in the last 6 months, this curve is going to look familiar. They only give us 2.95% on our money. But as you know, I'm the Exxon guy. They're going to have the same curve. So 38, 60%. And you can see even at $60, it's 5.71% dividends coming. Now, you can only imagine when it was 50% of this price, we are getting over 10% dividends on our money because we invested. People know that I even bought at 33 at one time. So At that point, again, it was 10% on our money. And there you have it. Just like, here's a hidden one, AM, Antero Midstream. Now, it's a small company. A lot of people say that somebody should have bought them out. A lot of people say a lot of things, but they're in the oil business as well. They're giving us 13% on our money, ladies and gentlemen. AM, that's right. Even at this rate, 6 months ago, it was only like $3, $4. Well, $5, I guess. So again, we've enjoyed an upside, but I guess I bought it $5. It wasn't $4 like I thought. But anyhow, $5, whatever, $6, I don't really care. The point I'm trying to make is at $5 or $6 price, it used to be 15, 16% on our money. And it still is. We get 16% on our money, whoever invested in AM back in the day when we were talking about it, which was 6, 7 months ago. So again, anything in oil, just so everybody understands, just so you understand, the oil is what makes the dollar run. You got it? That's what it is. The dollar has the run on it. So we have the petrodollar. That's what the dollar bill is. So the stronger you have in the oil market, the better. And that also helps stocks increase. There's a lot of levers that happen, but that's the main one, which also helps the dollar go up in value, which that causes havoc. So we don't want the dollar to go up in value, really. We want it to go down. All right. Bought in at Ford at $11.98. 7 streams of dreams of income. Well, that would be interesting. We didn't buy in Ford at $11.98, but we'll go look at it. Because isn't that what it is about now? Let's go see. Yep, that is what it is about now. $12.27. It dipped down today to $11.72. But the idea was to get it back in the day. Andy Ortiz knows because he's doubled his money. And when these guys start kicking us our dividend yield, well, we don't get dividends. As far as I remember, 4.89%. We don't get dividends. It used to be, 60 cents a year, I think, or something like that. But we don't get that anymore. So at least right now. But when they go do their EV play and they have distribution for all that, they're going to sell millions of EVs next year for sure. So their prices, their stocks are going to start rising back to the good old days, at least the good old days of $20 or something, right? Let's go see. $14. Yeah. It's almost back there. Wow. Isn't that nice? So Andy Ortiz is loving life because I know he bought Ford when it was probably around $6 or $7. So he's just not sitting along for the ride. I think Ford can go to 15 or 20 in EMOC car. Yep. People are pre-ordering. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And GM as well. Yeah. GM's going to be the same way. Basically, GM is they strictly EV 2023. Ford's going to be the same. The E-Mustang. Yeah. That SUV pre-ordering. Yeah, it's going to go up. It's just going to go just like a normal EV stock. So again, even at $12, Ford is still a deal in my book because even though Tesla, NIO, Xpeng, all these guys are more valuable, potentially more valuable, GM and Ford, they already have dealers. They're going to easily be able to sell 5 million cars, 2 million cars, easily. So I'm trying to figure out how Tesla can sell 750,000 cars, 1 million cars. They're going to be valued at $800 a share. Well, right now they're like 600. And how Ford and GM are valued less than, well, GM's like 40, and Ford is like 12. That's crazy. So once again, I agree. In fact, I find these guys are going to be they're going to be up to, I'm thinking they're going past 15 or 20 even for Ford. So I'm not selling Ford anytime soon. No time. In fact, I haven't even bought GM. In fact, why don't we go look? I'm holding until Ford splits. Exactly. Or until I'm holding Ford for life at this point, quite frankly. Yeah, see, GM's at 53 right now, which, I didn't buy GM. But that doesn't mean anything because I should have. And today would have been a good day at 50 or even maybe, 50. And there it was earlier this week, 50. Seems like 50 is the low. To me, they made a commitment. 2023, all their cars electric. So to me, they're in the game. They committed. So I think the share is undervalued at this point. So I'm probably going to buy even at the 55 or 56 mark. Average American trades in his or her car every 4 years, GM Ford. Exactly. And then when people can figure out, they're just sitting there going, hey, you know what? Less maintenance, potentially. We all know GM. We all know American cars. They usually need maintenance, but, who knows? My friend had a Ford, what is that, a Ford Focus hybrid that they made like 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I couldn't believe it. He drove it for, you guys know, you guys seen Will on the channel before. He drove his Uber. He used the Ford Focus as an Uber. The thing had like 200,000 miles on it and no issues. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. And when I first got in the Ford, they had the stitching down. It was like I couldn't believe it was a Ford. I couldn't believe their manufacturing at the time. This is like 6-7 years back, maybe even longer. Crazy, So I expect big things from these guys. And if they can't do big things, they have one thing Tesla doesn't have, the distribution. Distribution is everything in business. If I have 20,000 dealers, I don't know how many Ford and GM have, but if I have, let's call it 3,000 dealers, and I can put my cars on those lots, that beats Tesla all day, every day. As far as sales, just like Volkswagen and Porsche and all these guys coming out with their EVs, they have distribution. Now, if they can get the price down and get within the range, in fact, some of you may not even know GM has the Hummer, the little EV. They have a little EV that they're selling for $17,000 that can only go for 100 miles right now. That's a little baby Hummer. And what I mean by baby Hummer, it seems to me like a golf cart type EV, but it's a little bit bigger than that. But that's what it looks like. And they're selling that for $17,000, and they can't even keep those in stock. They have to pre-order now. Crazy. And it only goes 100 miles, which, by the way, I'm hoping in 2 years when the condos are built, I'm hoping that $17,000 GM Hummer, because I think it's a golf cart size. I can't really tell from the advertisement, but I'm thinking I want one of those in Dominican Republic at the condo. That's what I want. Hybrid cars are free gas mile. Yep, exactly. Prius can go 10 years. Only battery swap needed, plus Ford giving $7,500 tax credit. Yeah, Ford's being subsidized, just like Tesla. They're going to get it. They have the biggest lobbies. They were able to lobby from having Tesla have dealerships, just like them. So they'll be able to do it again. Yeah, they're getting subsidized. $7,500 tax credit. I don't know how much their cars are going to cost, but I'm assuming they're going to be less than Tesla's. At least that's what I think. Maybe you guys know what the E-Mach's going to cost. Yes, sir. Ford stock used to be one of my biggest holdings, so it's looking pretty nice right now. That's right, Andy Ortiz. They're coming through for you. Keep the faith. Yeah, I'm not selling mine either. Because I'm more bullish than even Curtis Davis is. I'm thinking these things are going to blow past $15, $20. So we'll see in about a year, quite frankly. In less than a year, probably. We'll see what's going to happen. But yeah, I know you're loving life with that because you done damn near doubled your money just off of that with an upside. So can't go wrong. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 2 hours and 10 minutes. Please smash that like button. And of course, I got to get some water to drink. And that pretty much wraps it up, I think, this evening, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much more to talk about. We talked about the real estate. We talked about the assets. We got to talk about a little art, right? Art is assets. Collectibles are assets. Some people say, most of the time, I'll just say cars are not assets, right? But think about a car that somebody buys for 300 grand, 250,000, 500,000, and it's a, one of 10 or only so many are made. Those cars keeps its value. So the person gets to drive them around every now and then. I mean, they don't put on like 50,000 miles a year or anything, but they get to drive them around. And then when they're done, they say, okay, I'll just sell it for almost how much I bought it for. That's why Ferraris, Lambos, things like that are pretty, that's why they're bought and sold a lot. Because somebody can buy a used one and then they might only lose like $10,000 to $20,000 over 3 to 5 years. So it's worth it to them to drive it around, have fun, do some content, things like that, make some money from it, and then sell it or return it, lease payment or whatever. But that's the way it is. That's why you got to think of cars could be assets too. Like I did a video when I was at Lamborghini. I call it Lamborghini LA out of respect for Lamborghini Newport Beach because it isn't in Newport Beach anymore. Okay, so anyhow, have my own way of things. I go there and call it Lamborghini LA. So they look at me kind of funny. But anyhow, there's a car. There was a white car in the picture. In fact, I think in the thumbnail that I did, so this was probably 5 months ago. In the thumbnail, there'll be a white car with a blue stripe in it. And out of all the cars there, most people didn't even realize that Scuderia was the most expensive car on the lot amongst all the Lambos. And it wasn't even a 2020, a 2018, 2015. It's like a 2012 or 2010 or something. The thing's worth like $500,000. But people don't even know it. So that's what's funny about cars. So whoever buys that car, they can buy it for almost $500,000 and sell it 5 years from now for $500,000. That's what we're talking about with cars. So if you just buy like an ordinary car, it's not going to hold value. But if it's a car that has a limited edition, has a certain signage on it or something, then you could almost sell it for almost the same value or more, like a Manny Coachman does. So art, which you guys, can see, even in the background, right? You might consider some of this art in the background. So that right there is a painting, and these are right here are carved, right? So depending on who you are, to some normal people, they'll say, okay, those are nothing. Other people will say, hey, that's art to me. I'm willing to pay a certain number for it, right? So that's another thing. Art will not lose its value if you already bought it at a certain value and you know that it's a reputable artist. And oftentimes you can find gems in a haystack when you find an up-and-coming artist, and the next thing you know, you thought this little kid who just painted you something, all of a sudden you turn on the news and you're finding out like, wait, what do you mean they're sold their painting for $50,000? They just literally gave it to me for $50. It's crazy. You just never know. But those are the kind of things we're talking about. Art. Great live, Eric. Thanks, man. Thank you, Joshua Felder. I appreciate you dropping the gems as usual. Thank you for being on the Friday Night Live again. Meditation to relax. What's up, E? Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here. We're almost ending it, but I've been rambling on about some art and cars because some of that is assets that once you have streams of income, you start thinking, you start diversifying. As Curtis Davis has said, diversify. You go, okay, what are assets? So you go, okay, I need cash coming in my door. So real estate kind of makes sense. Not that you live in, the real estate that you rent. That makes sense. Then you start saying, where else can I get some money to come in from? And then you say, well, there's dividends from stocks. I can put my money there. Or now we have crypto giving 10, 12, 13, 14, 20%, 17% interest just for holding your coins. And all of those you can borrow against. So now you can make money while you sleep. But the bottom line of the story is you have to have streams of income coming in or revenue coming in. So that's what we're talking about. Rolex watches. Rolex is what it is. You guys, I just have my own little thing, but the truth of the matter is when I'm objective, Rolex is the same way. Just like I was describing the cars. Rolex is the same way. They're a limited number. They have a serial number. They're all trackable. So therefore, that's going to hold value because they're scarce. It's not like they make like 10,000, 20,000 of the model every year. They only make a limited edition. So therefore, they're going to hold their value. So in other words, somebody could buy like a $12,000 Rolex, depending on, let's call it a Daytona, Rolex Daytona. All right. So you can buy one and you can just wear it, hang out, do whatever. And 5 years from now, you can sell it for nearly the same price and probably more. But again, everybody has their own investment style. So, but yeah, you can do the same thing with watches. I'm not mad at anybody that does watches. My problem that I have with watches is that it is a watch. And my other problem is for that same 10,000, 15,000, 9,000, 7,000, 20,000, I'd rather have it somewhere else. Because if I can earn 10% a year anyhow on the $9,000, that's the equivalent of me earning more than the watch. So it's just a matter of I must like watches. So then I'll say, okay, I'll deal with watches. But there's people that buy and sell watches. They're valuable. Top 10 percenters. They'll buy a $20,000 Rolex, a $15,000 Rolex, no problem. Or more. You know? In fact, let's go check something out. I want to see. Rolex Daytona prices. Let's see. See if we can get a price real quick. I don't think I can, though, because I'm not in the Rolex biz. But let me see. Can we get any pricing? How much? Oh, brand new one. Brand new one's $12,400. Well, a used one is going to be more than that. In fact, check this out. Let's see if we have one over here. Well, somebody's acting crazy. Here, let's go look this up. Let's go look. Speaking of watches, let's go see what this says. I want to find out who this is. Oh, it's a bid. Okay. Not reputable as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, this is what they're saying. I don't know, but a Daytona could be 12 grand. 30 grand, 37 grand, 21 grand. It's going to depend. Chrono. Interesting. Yeah, so there you go. There it is right there. You can see for yourself. Here's what we got. There's people selling these. There's 109. So I don't know anything about watches, but if they're selling them for 30 grand, then that's what they're worth. And I don't think that, well, it all depends because these are white with the oyster dial and things like that, perpetual date. So, but these look like chronographs. But, you know, they didn't cost no $30,000 at the time. So, again, there's a market. I'm not mad at them. Yep, sports cards too. Exactly, Jonathan. Yep, sports cards. Another that's collectibles. Anything that's collectibles. All you guys got to do is, I've said this before, go to YouTube and Google the De Beers group on YouTube, De Beer, Deber, and diamonds. And look how they started, and then you'll find out how marketing is even done to this day. They started in the early 1900s. Diamonds are actually not rare. Okay, so that is the whole scam about diamonds. They're not rare. They're a dime a dozen, but De Beers controls the market, and then they let out a few at a time, so to speak, and then their marketing that they did with Hollywood, because up until 1920s, again, there was no such thing as getting down on your knee, giving a woman a diamond ring. That was not a thing. So what the Beers Group did, they told Hollywood, hey, when guys propose, make sure they show a ring. And then they would put posters out and things like that at the jewelry stores and started doing it that way. And so now all of a sudden, when they saw movie stars and it on TV and that's the way you propose, now all of a sudden the ring was the thing. And then, of course, it escalated. Okay, the ring has this VVS1 and all this other grading to it. And now there's a different value system. And that isn't good enough. Now we got to go by carat size and weight. So now when you're on TV, they made the TV. So they go, when the guy has a small ring, you put a sad face on. When it's a bigger ring, then it's a happy face by the woman. You follow what I'm saying? Brainwashing 101. Check out De Beers Group. That's how they did it. And to this day now, that's the number one standard. Oh, girl, what did he get you? Brain. Try and get 1 carat. Some people can handle the 1 carat. Then other people, they'll be like, oh, that ain't that big. Now you feel bad. But it's a whole brainwashing process. So for the last 100 years, De Beers Group has been great in letting the world believe that diamonds were limited and controlling the diamond market and killing for it. So I won't even get into that. But anyhow, sports cards too, Jonathan says. Exactly. That's how we do it. It could be anything. That's why it's beautiful to be an entrepreneur. What people don't understand is you could sell anything if there's a market for it. You just have to make sure there's a market for it. That's it. All right. Notice you said hold value or appreciates value. Exactly, Curtis Davis. Just like crypto. Right. Hold value. Just like precious metals, which is another asset. In fact, silver, you guys, you should get some silver, whether it's ETF wise or silver physical. Gotta get some silver. That went down as well. Yep. Yeah, that's the beauty. That's what I'm saying about the Rolex watch. It's not going to go down in value. It's just that I don't get any real appreciation. So in other words, there's no way that I can tell you that the Rolex, what we just saw, 30,000 is going to be worth 33 next year. And then 5 years from now, it's going to be worth 50. I don't know, really. I haven't tracked watches like that, but it could be. But I don't think they appreciate that much, that fast. I'm spoiled now from the stock market and crypto. Or we could gamble on No Movado, man. Their day's over. I think, Jonathan, their day's over. I don't think we want the Movado. Meditation, you're the man. Thanks for your time, E. Meditation to relax. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. So you could put all net worth in cars and watches, limited edition, wealth preservation? Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's why Manny Coachman keeps buying those limited editions, Chirons and Bugattis, because he knows he has like 1 of 1, 5 of 5 that he bought for whatever, $1 million, $2 million. Somebody's going to buy it from him for $3 million. Because you only have a limited number. Scarcity matters. And that's what Rolex does. That's what all the top brands do. No matter what the top brand is, that's why there's a limited number of them. Like the cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, they don't produce millions of these. They don't even produce hundreds of thousands of these. They keep them limited because basically only certain people can afford them in reality. Half of their inventory of those high-end cars are sitting at leasing agents. That's the funny part. But yes, you can buy high-end collectible cars and watches and sit back and relax. Back in the day, NFL stars get presidential Rolex, $25K each. True. That's very true. Does not let the diamond people be great. That's right. That's right. You gotta let them know where it sits, man. But hey, they are what they are. People still buy diamonds. They still value diamonds. They still believe that that's what you should use when you're talking about rings, when you're talking about putting them in ears, when you're talking about diamonds are the thing. But they're really not even worth anything in reality. But if you believe something is worth something, then you pay for it. That's just how it is. Wilson Koo, Rolex has value. Know what you get and paper for it, and Chinese will buy. There you go. Wilson Koo did say something very important. Yeah, you got to have the paper. You got to have the provenance, as I call it, and other people call it in the collectibles industry. You got to have that trace. You got to know where it came from. You just can't, any old Rolex Daytona, you can't go out there and buy for 30 grand. You better have paperwork. You better have the serial number. All better match up. Everything better match up. And there's people out there trying to sell bogus ones. And they could do it because the watches are not that special. It can be faked. So, but again, not faked items. He's right. You could hold your 1 million in stocks, watches, cars, arts, real estate. Exactly. The art and stocks, in my opinion, stocks can rise fast. Art can rise fast. The watches, cars, and real estate, you're not going to get 100% increase just because. That's the point. I can't buy $1 million car today and it's going to be worth 10 million. It ain't going to happen in next year. Whereas stocks, we can have, it's volatile. Art also, if an artist gets hot, all of a sudden a piece that you bought for $100 could be worth $5 grand. So, you know, I'll give you an example. I haven't shown, I don't think I ever show you guys some other art that I have in the house, but if you have man, I can't remember the guy's name, and we got about 15 of them. But anyhow, there's imagine if you could pick some artist and 15 years ago, 20 years ago, used to sell the art for $200. And now you go out and find his art's like 25 grand. It's just crazy. Crazy. The Lamborghinis are handcrafted, made. Yeah. But they still go down in value. So Lamborghini is very interesting. You see everybody running around with Lamborghinis and all that. Yeah, they're 200,000, 250, 300,000. But all those Lamborghinis, when you drive off, they automatically are worth $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 less. So that's why you have other people who will buy like the Lamborghini SVJ, $500,000. There's only a limited number of them. They'll be able to drive the SVJ around, but the SVJ won't be $350,000. Like a Huracan you can buy for $300,000, $270,000, $280,000. Well, 3 years from now, it's going to be around $200,000, $199,000. So it all depends on what you're trying to do. But if you bought the SVJ for $500,000, you could almost pretty much sell the SVJ for $500,000 or more, depending on what you did with it. Ferrari, I'll give you an example. A Ferrari 458. Oh, yeah, I know a little bit about cars now because I started running around when I was down in LA doing the Lamborghini thing. I was like, okay, let me see what's going on with these cars. And, but anyhow, Ferrari 458. You could have bought one for $250,000. Now, up until what, 2015, they made the 458. 250. So let's say you bought a 458 for in 2015 for 250. 5 years later, 6 years later, I can sell that same car for 190. Is that a good deal? It just dropped 60,000 in 6 years. To me, that's a good deal. I get to drive around the exotic, have fun, do whatever, and it only went down 60 grand. I could still sell it for 190. If I really kept it up and pushed, I might be able to sell it for 2. But 190, 180, 170 is what's the range going to be. That's the worst case scenario. A 488. What if I bought that in 2018, 2017, 300, 299? I can still get in the twos for it. So that's the thing. There's certain cars that you can buy and lose a little bit of value. Then there's other cars that you can buy and know that you're going to get back nearly the same amount. So it's worth it. That kind of holds some wealth. And if I had a 458 or a 488 special of some sort, that one's going to hold its value even more. And in fact, because it's going to be a limited edition, 1 in 12, now I'll probably get back my money and then some. So all Lamborghinis are not the same. Every year Pebble Beach shows rare car edition in California too. Yes, they do. Down in Pebble Beach, down in Monterey, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. They show you the Concours edition. Yeah. And Monterey is awesome in the summertime. Beautiful. So that's why I guess they have the golf tournament down there too in the summertime. But yeah, in the summertime, Monterey area, that's where you want to be. Monterey Cannery. That's the place you eat. That's cool. But yeah, that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to cars, you just don't buy any old cars. So when the guys on YouTube are running around getting the Lamborghinis, that's fine. But the thing is, most of the time it's a lease situation. And even if they did buy it, it wouldn't make much sense because the value goes down. Any old Huracan you're going to buy for $250, it's going to be worth $170 a year from now or $200. I mean, you can't. They don't really hold value like that. You have to have a special edition or a limited edition. Then you'll be able to hold its value a lot more. Or if you don't drive it, then it holds its value clearly. All right. Okay, everybody. 2 hours and 32 minutes. We're going to have to wrap this up. We're talking about things that I normally don't talk about. Cars, Rolex watches, or for that matter, we only talked about Rolex. We could talk about some Hublots. That's a nice watch brand. You guys missed it. I was over at the I can't remember the name of all these places I go. I was over in Switzerland for the watch show. It comes once a year. Basel World watch show. I was over there. So, they had everybody over there. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger's brand of watches was over there. They were pretty big. Actually, they were pretty cool. It's just that they were too expensive. Well, over there, what's expensive, right? $5,000, $7,000 for a watch. That's not expensive when you're over with Hublot and Rolex, and they have watches for over $200,000. I guess, that's nothing. When you have Patek Philippe, things like that over there. I mean, it was out of control. It's a who's who of the watch industry, Swiss-wise, and they had watches over there for ungodly amounts of money, $300,000 and things like that. Even though at Basel World you don't sell watches, it's not there to sell. It's basically on display, and then they have buyers can come in and place orders, things like that. But still, what the prices are. It's out of control. And if you ever go to Basel World, you guys would be shocked. These guys, it's a convention of watch companies, but imagine you walk in and it's not like a normal convention. Their watch location, let's call it 100 feet by 50 feet wide, just like a normal store, bigger than a normal store, bigger than what their stores are. That's their booths. It's out of control. But then again, You know, when you charge 20, 50, 100, $200,000 for watches, you can have extravagant booths, which are awesome. I mean, their displays, it's out of control. But yeah, and you had, I'm trying to think, there was one company, I can't remember the watch company now. They actually had all Lambos lined up. I can't remember the name of the watch company. It was funny. They were all Huracans. They were just lined up with their watch company brand on it. There was like 6 or 7 of them. It was crazy. But yeah, Baselworld, Switzerland, usually March. So, but anyhow, nice talk tonight about the watches, the cars, the art, the assets, and you got to get some. I was having a conversation with somebody today via email, and I was simply saying, you know, when you're sitting around making money and a person is trying to do credit-wise, there's also something going on now in 2021 and beyond, and that has to do with, don't think so much about credit. What you really need to think about is investments. Because now, if you have some money and you can put it into stocks, you can borrow against stocks. If you can put it into crypto, you can borrow against crypto. And anybody that just joined us, please use the links down below in the description. Get your free stock from Robinhood and Webull, and get your free $10 from Coinbase. All right? So if you can invest your money in stocks, invest your money in crypto, and then you can borrow against those investments, that's a win-win instead of giving your money to credit. So now you start thinking about your investments a different way. So when you're paying $400, $500, $600 a month for a car that's going to a loan, think about if you were giving $500, $400, $600 a month into the stock market, into crypto, into some other investment vehicle that's earning interest, and then you can borrow against that without qualifying. You don't even need a credit score because you're borrowing against your own assets, and then you pay back into your assets instead of giving that to the credit card company or to a mortgage company or to a finance company for a car. When you start changing your mindset around, you start realizing, wait a minute, this car is costing me like $6,000 a year. That's at like $500 a month. And then actually it's costing you more than that because you have insurance to pay on it. So if you're paying insurance and that's like another $200, $150 a month, now you're really paying like $7,000 a year. And what do you get back from it? Nothing. It's a depreciating asset in the case of a car. But what if you would have been putting that $7,000 into an investment vehicle that earns you, let's call it 10% over the course of the year? Well, now your $7,200 that you spent is now $8,000. It's not $7,200. And the worst thing about a car is you spent $7,200, but your car is going down in value. It's not going up. So not only did you give up $7,200, but the thing you're paying for is going down in value. You're going the wrong way. So that's why you have to start thinking a little bit differently now. Thanks for the money talk, Eric. Thank you, Jonathan. Hopefully we were helpful tonight with a few other ideas from other people this week on a call. I told Bitcoin Honor about BlockFi. He was shocked. He did not know. Wow, that's incredible. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have your crypto sitting somewhere and not earning interest, well, I like Celsius Network. So that's where you should keep your money. But BlockFi does it too, and so does Nexo. I believe I have a link to Nexo and Celsius Network down below. BlockFi do not. But I have a link for BlockFi, but not in this video because they have the 1.5% cashback Visa card coming out. Get on the wait list. But yeah, a lot of people don't know about it. It's still a uncharted territory, and you got to love it. Thanks, Eric. Just got in on the BlockFi Celsius up next. Right on, Terry Young. Glad to see you here this Friday night live. Right on. Yeah, if anybody has crypto and you're not earning any interest, please don't leave your money sitting around with not earning interest. This is what banks should be giving its customers. Banks are making billions of dollars a year, and they can't even give back any interest. 0.1, 0.01, 1%. What is that? Now you have the crypto guys doing what banks should do. And then they're wondering, and now the banks are running around scared because people aren't going to be, they're not depositing their money in a bank. They're putting it in these exchanges, taking it off the market. So now the crypto exchanges can do what banks should be doing, giving people 10, 12, 15% on their money for sitting there. That's what we want, right? 1% a month. If you can get 1% a month compounded every day or every week or every month, that creates wealth. And when you start doing what I was talking about, the numbers, spending $7,000 a year for insurance and a car, think about 5 years, and then think about 1% a month for 5 years. That's $35,000. 12% a year. You guys can start doing the numbers. It's going to be you're going to be pretty close to doubling your money. It's going to be like 60, 65,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. Maybe even more. It just depends on how it's compounding, because it's going to compound on your balance. So actually, you might even get to double it. I haven't ran the full numbers, but it might be doubling pretty close to it. So that's what you want to do. Tanisha Lyles, I have to transfer my crypto this weekend. That's right. Get it out. Exactly. Were you able to get yours out of Nexo? I think you had yours in Nexo. Hell yeah, exactly. Wilson Koo. Those in Canada, Mogo gives you free BTC for depositing 100 into a crypto. There we go. If you're from Canada, Mogo, I never heard of Mogo, but they're at least giving you for, if you put in 100, I don't know how much BTC they give you, but Voyager, put in 100, they give you $25 BTC. And Celsius, if you send over 200 or more, they give you $40 BTC. And the links are down below in the description. That's how we do it here. And then once you sign up for all these, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have a link that you can share with other people. So then now when you share your link, you also get free BTC when the person signs up and sends their $100 or $200. And I'm sure Mogo's the same way. Another great live with the crew. Thanks, Eric. Andy Ortiz, thank you so much for being here. We're about to wrap it up. I went past my time, 2 hours, 42 minutes. Please smash that like button if you're still here and new and watching the channel. And please subscribe to the channel if you like what we talk about. So that's going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back on Monday Night Live. And in between, I'll have a couple more videos. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to AG Jewelers and see what time it is, because I did get that email about disable our affiliate links, which I already knew was coming. I started doing it already. So there we go. And Wilson Koo says Mogo gives you $25 in crypto. Canadian citizens, $25 in crypto for every $100 or more. Not every, but when you deposit $100 or more, I'm sure on the first time, they're going to give you $25 in crypto. Coinbase, if you sign up in America, Coinbase only gives you $10 of free Bitcoin. You don't have to deposit anything as far as I know. All right. We'll share my link after. Yeah, put it down below after, because right now you can't put it. I don't think anybody can put links within the chat. Only I can. No, not yet. I have crypto in Robinhood, Webull, and Coinbase that need to be moved. Okay. Your Robinhood and Webull, you can't move to crypto because it's not crypto. That's just an ETF. So you have to sell it. So you're in a conundrum with that. I wouldn't sell it, because if it went up, you're going to owe taxes next year. So I would just keep it. If you have it in Robinhood and Webull, just leave it there. If you have it in Coinbase, now that's the stuff you move. All right? Because otherwise, Robinhood and Webull is just an ETF. It's not really crypto. Thanks for the gems, fam. Thank you, Wilson Koo. Thank you so much. Should we keep our AG account? Yeah, I'm not. Look, the way I look at AG, the credit bureaus pretty much said, nah, guys, we're not going to allow you to help people. We're just going to yank their stuff. We'll talk to you about it later. That's the way I look at it. And I don't know if AG will be able to come back and be able to repost or do whatever they need to do. But right now, I'm just going to give them, another few weeks and see what happens. I'm not really optimistic, but I'm hoping they do the right thing. They're going to have to issue refunds of some sort to people who want refunds. And that's the way I look at it. There's just no way around it. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully they're able to get things back on track after they've been doing it for 6-7 years. But if you want to get a refund from them, then I suggest you got to go to credit line at agjewelrydesign.com and ask them for a refund. That's all you can do at this point. Or we can wait another, 3 weeks or whatever and see what happens. 2 weeks, see what happens. So hopefully we'll find out. Here are the stocks that I've been buying for the last couple of months. CVX. Oh, yeah. MRO, XOM. Yes. Chevron, Marathon, Exxon. And these are still going up, more to come. Again, when I make more than 30%, I will sell. Okay, Gino Shimiente sharing his profit. That's what he just looks for, 30% he sells. Nothing wrong with that. That's a nice little profit, 30% profit all the time. That's hella good, especially the way these things are moving up these days. Thank you, family. Check out The Price is Right. Perfect Pathfinder. I was a winner. Oh, right on. That's right. Now, give everybody the rest of the story. So did they give you cash? Because you have to pay tax on the winnings. So the Pathfinder could be worth, 60 grand. So that means you're going to be liable in the state of California, 6 G's, 5 G's, 4 G's, whatever it is. So let me know. Did they give you cash to pay for the taxes? So let me know. I'm actually curious. I know somebody that was on The Price is Right, 1980s. And they won the Showcase Showdown. So when were you on The Price is Right? Are you going to let us know when the TV, when it comes on? Are you going to let us know? I got cash and the car. More to invest. Beautiful. But don't forget, you got tax on the car. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't know. Is it an episode upcoming or has it already passed? Or do you know the episode? Because sure, it's season something, episode something. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Yeah, I was getting ready to say exactly. Check it out, YouTube. I know, but we got to know what season it is and what number episode. It's out. Recently. Oh, my God. Congratulations. Right on. Okay, someone to pick up Thursday. Oh, that is sweet. That is awesome. Did you wear a costume? Did you wear a costume? Do not worry about taxes. You need to make money. Yeah, Gino Shimiente, that's right. He said it exactly right. Don't even worry about taxes when it comes to profits. Just keep it in the back of your head, though. Don't go out spending money. You got to make sure you stay on top of it. You're the CEO in this case, so you just got to make sure. $1,000, you're going to owe some taxes. So, but you can reinvest it and do other things, and then you can offset. See an accountant. That's all I can say. Yes, came out last Tuesday. Oh, congratulations. Okay, so it's the latest. They come out every day. I don't know about The Price is Right. So last Tuesday. All right. Okay, let me get a good. Is this a picture of you? Maybe I can see. Maybe we'll know. So we have some sort of resemblance of you, so we'll know who you are. But we'll know also with the Pathfinder winner. No costume. Oh, my goodness. I thought you had to have costumes to get in there. Wow, that's awesome. So you were sitting in the audience? Yeah, that is awesome. Congratulations. That is awesome to hear. It's rare that you have a winner from The Price is Right amongst us. So all I can say is that is a great thing right there. Thank you. I'm attached the link. You can't, unfortunately. You can't put the link in the description. I don't know how to unblock it. It won't allow it. So if you know the episode numbers, Oh, Let's Make a Deal has costumes. Okay. I keep forgetting. That's right. Let's Make a Deal is the costumes. Price is Right is not costumes. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I got them confused. I haven't seen a TV show in a long time, but I'm going to look it up, though. So don't be surprised when I pull it up on Monday Night Live and show some of the video. Now I'm going to embarrass you. I hope not. Since you're already on TV, you won't be embarrassed. And I'll show people you're winning the Pathfinder. So that'll be awesome. I'll find it. But anyhow, thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for watching. And once again, please share the videos because that helps out a lot of other people. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we talk about things live. And then we can actually go to it live. And we talk about making money, real estate investing, asset investments. We talk about everything that we can to help improve your life. So please tell everybody. And keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.